Hello, everybody who is out there. Probably nobody. I'm back from my trip. Zeke, my boy, is just staring at me. I'm trying to get him to come up. You can see his, excuse me, his little butt right there. Can you hear me, everybody good? If anybody's out there, Zeke, come on, Bob. I don't like when you just stare at me. There you go. Now he's up beside me. See. Anyway, hello, everybody. Whoa. Got 6 people. I'm drinking. Pussycat. I'm drinking a part of a energy drink. It was kind of gross. I drank a couple sips. Oh, I do not like it, but I'm just gonna drink like half of it. The flavor is disgusting. It's like black cherry. I don't know why I got it. I didn't really like the flavor, but I'm trying to get ones that don't have taurine in it because my blood thinner. So I don't have very many options. RH Teddy, hello. Orlando, what's up? Scott B, Amy Jade. Excuse me, Teddy, what part of Colorado are you from? I used to live in Colorado for almost 9 years. 8 years and some. What part do you live in? I just need the energy. I have coffee here too, but I just wanted like just a little bit of it just to because sometimes coffee just doesn't pick you up very good. Um, hey DB Bentley. Okay, so I want to go through a couple things. Would anybody be interested after I do this live? I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow, just to play that do like as a premiere and just have up that live stream of that 2.5 hour live stream that's when they're getting ready for the 4th of July. Because when I was watching parts of it, when I live streamed my last live, when I went over some of it, I realized from comments and emails and stuff that a lot of people have not even seen any of that, if not the whole thing. And I have like 2.5 hours of the full stream, so that could be interesting to do it. Yes, but I am gonna go over. There is parts that I'm gonna go over this part where it's Jason's live stream at the party where like David, Neo, well, David and Neo take over for a minute and just talk. You see like I think I have 4 different timestamps where you'll see like Asia and Celeste H and David, Neo. They talk about this baby Johnson's baby oil. Oh, I don't know, but we'll go through it. I didn't even get to watch it all myself. But I have the timestamps. We're gonna watch that today. Okay, yeah. I have actually did a live where I watched the whole thing through with everybody, but I had stopped it and talked and stuff. It was like commentary, but I did do it. I would say like 3 months ago maybe, but I was thinking of just putting it up there as a premiere, no interruptions, and then you guys could just watch it all the way straight through. Okay, let's go over some stuff. Ooh. Excuse me. Okay, so I was going through Fonda videos just to see to find if I could find more of Celeste backstage. I don't know why. I might be the only one that has never seen this, but I never seen the video of when she has the gray sweatshirt on and then there's screenshots. I never actually seen the video that was taken from. I found it. I was like, there's the video. Almost a year later, and I've seen the screenshots, but I never seen the actual video. So I have that video where you could see her like walk by, not the one in the pink pants, but night 2. Okay, let's start here. Let me share my screen. Hey, bugs and snakes, Yanip. Denise Reyes. Denise Reyes. Okay, let's start by going through. We're gonna start by just going through. I have like all the little parts clipped out of the all the Fonda I could find that I don't know, just different parts I clipped out. We'll do that first, and then we'll do the 4th of July party second, because I feel like more people might be interested in that. So it'll give people time to come in. Oh wait, why did Zeke's camera go up? He's beside me, so let's do. Okay. Let me move this over here. And another thing confirms that his mom was for sure there 2 nights, maybe 3, but she was for sure in the audience 2 nights, David's mom, because 2 different nights he points her out in the audience, night 1 and night 2. Okay. Night 3, I don't know as much about. I don't know, but night 1 and night 2. So, and Celeste was there. Those were the 2 that we could find Celeste. Night 1 and night 2. Night 1 is the one where she's in the pink pants and you see her walking backstage with Caleb. Night 2 is in the gray sweatshirt. So, and her mom and his mom was there both nights. So yeah, and Neo and Asia was there, and Celeste H was there night 2. Because the photo booth. Ooh, and I found the actual photo booth where it has all the photos. So I just I saved all the photos. I went to the photo booth and I got them all. So the whole photo booth from the Fonda 3 nights. I don't know a lot of the people. I was hoping maybe you guys could help. I didn't have time to do any figure them all out, but yeah. So okay, so let's start with, this is the Fonda. I'm gonna skip through a lot. This is Fonda night 1. Okay, this is the night where, well, it'll play through here.
Shout out to my mom, she right there tonight.
See, so there's his mom, there's Josh, which we're gonna talk about Josh too. I was finding some stuff on Josh, so we're gonna talk about Josh too. I forgot about that. But we got Josh and his mom, okay, or David's mom, and at this moment where he calls, where they pan over, Celeste isn't up there at the time, either is his sister. Celeste is down there with David's sister, okay, because they're about to sing a song. All right, which I'm gonna skip through the song part, but I'll show you where they announce it.
She went on all 5 tours with me last year, but now she only came to 2 shows. Come on, man. When y'all play the video game Fortnite, I basically started as a YouTuber. Yeah, come on, basically that's on Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? I made a lot of money on that game, but not enough.
So at this moment, Celeste is back. She's over on the side stage right now, because that picture, which I know we went over some of this, but some of this stuff is new that I haven't been over. But this picture right here, very clear picture of her, which we'll get to that. But she is, and that's when the sister comes up, which they're about to announce. All right, let's continue on this real quick.
So, due to my copyright strikes on YouTube, I had to resort to making my own music in my little sister's closet with nothing more than an iPhone and some earbuds. So first of all, to hear y'all send these songs back to me that I made in the closet on an iPhone is crazy. Thank y'all so much, first of all. I love y'all. For these 3 nights in the Fonda, I bring out my little sister for y'all to perform this with me. So can I do real quick and say, hey, Emily. I need you to do something. Can you tell all the beautiful people out there, thank you for being here with me?
Thank you for being here.
Okay. So now I'm muting it, but I want to show you, I found the exact frame where that picture is taken from. I'll show you. I don't know. I'm weird like that. All the little details. I like to know the exact parts, but I'll show you the exact frame. Is after they sing, when that picture's taken, where you see Celeste clear as day, like such a clear picture. I'll skip through some of this. I'll show you. So they're done singing, right? and it's copyright. That's why I unmuted it. So they're like, say bye to Emily. Okay. So this is the exact frame right here because I timed it up with like, well, you can't see her right here, but like where her arms are, she's looking back. But this is the exact frame. So somebody was over to the left stage and they shot this picture. Someone like front row. Like I almost think it was, yeah, I guess it could have just been front row. But they snapped this picture where you could see Celeste right there. And that's exactly where these are two different videos. We have a close up, we have one farther, and then this is that photo. And then you could see clear as day, you see Celeste, that Bella, I think her name is, and then you have Lane. Cooperstein, Lane C, that was always at David's house with Rob is somewhere around, he's somewhere nearby here. Okay. So she runs off stage. So we know Celeste is right there, probably gonna get her and bring her back up to his parents because Celeste was sitting, which we're gonna skip through because we don't need we can't listen to the music anyway. So hold on one second. Because Celeste was sitting. That's Josh. Josh was. Who does he have his arm around? Or what is he? I don't know. Oh, that must have cut off a part. That just cut off when you put it too far over. Okay. So we had Celeste was right here, Josh right here. But there's a better picture. That one's all. Where's the mom? There's one with the mom. So you got David's mom. Celeste is right here. And this is Caleb. So Celeste was right here. Caleb. Okay. And then you could see too right here. You could see David's mom and Celeste. You can see a little bit of her red hair. And then of course this famous video where this is from the 27th. And I know you guys have most everybody's seen these, but I'm just trying to lay out the whole Fonda because we're gonna do night 2. So we have her walking backstage with Caleb, David's brother. And if you look really close, you could see his little sister's walking right in front of her. It almost Celeste like will have her hand on like almost like has her hand on her right here. So she has like her hand on her, it looks like. That's the little sister. Okay. So she was probably like helping the little sister because the little sister was sitting up with him. And then when she sang, this is my theory. My opinion is I think Celeste walked her down for that song, made sure she got down there. That's why she was waiting right there. And they were because they were both sitting up with his mom at one point, and I think she walked her down. Just my opinion. I don't know. They were both down there. I mean, and they were sitting with the mom. So okay. And what was the other one that I wanted to show? I don't remember. Oh well, let's just go for it. Okay. So here's where you could see the Fonda June 27th through the 29th. So this is some family that went to David's show. She was so pumped about it. You could see he says went to David's in Los Angeles and loved every minute. Okay. And she has a thing of David's mom coming down. And I tried to look to see if I could see Celeste or anybody. I don't recognize anybody else. She has it really fast, you'll see, but I slowed it down. So I slowed it down. You obviously see mom. I personally don't see anybody else. Hi Thomas. Hey Denise. Hi Master Death Hancock. Yeah, I don't know if she's just walking down by herself. I'll play it again slow, but I definitely don't see Celeste or anything, so I don't know what day this is from. Let me see. I forget what day this one was from. I thought that was interesting. She caught David's mom. This family were all excited because they caught David's mom. Let me see if it hold on a second. Let me see if it shows what night. So you got Scott James. I don't know because it doesn't show actually any of the show to see like what he was wearing because usually you could tell by what. Oh wait, no, because he performs that wearing the same thing. The last song he does that I think every night. I don't know. It does look like it could be the same outfit. I don't know. But anyway, so you see that. I wanted to show you that. And then okay, so I spent hours going through these frame by frame, looking backstage to see who I could see, right? So I'm gonna skip through a lot. If anybody wants me to send them, you could look through them, but I'm just gonna skip through the ones I could find because we can't. It's not like we could sit here and listen to this. It's gonna be silent because of copyright. So it's just him performing. But I got him because I wanted to look backstage to see who was there. So I didn't really see anybody besides like the normal people, Rob and some of the people that I think I see from the photo booth, the one guy, but otherwise the other ones I have saved that we're going to go through. Okay. So, well, this one I have saved for some reason. Hold on, I forget why. I don't remember why I have this one to play. Hold on. Let's see, is there something happens? Because I color coded them so I knew which ones to skip. I don't think this one really has anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did this one, but let's skip 2. So this is all going to be night 2 that we're going through right now.
How we feeling tonight, Los Angeles? Night número 2. And the Fonda. I just want to say one thing before we keep going. Thank you for coming to this show. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna make some memories. It's been a little minute since I've been in LA. And now we got 3 nights.
Yeah, this guy's always here. I don't know who this guy is, but we see him a lot. We see Rob back there a lot.
So down at the Fonda, man, I can't say that enough. Thank y'all, I love y'all so much. I got an album on the way. I got more tours on the way.
There was Celeste right here. She's walking right there.
I want to hear all y'all say this next song.
So this is it slowed down and zoomed in. So you catch her like almost walking at the same time where he blocks her out a lot of the time. You see a little bit gray behind there. And then right there. And I know we've seen screenshots, but I personally never actually seen the video of where these screenshots came from. Why is that? Hold on, let me get this turned off. I hate when that does it on my editor. And she walks right by Robbie Rob. I'll rewind it.
Backstreet Girl.
So she's walking from behind. I'll do it again. Here.
I want to hear all y'all say this next song. On the way. I want to hear all y'all say this next song. This one is called.
You guys saw her, right? Yeah, but what's the like point of, unless you guys want to just watch him lip syncing, but like I don't really have any desire just to watch him You know what I'm saying? If there's something visually to watch, then we'll do it. But I'll just talk and we'll use the visual. But otherwise, what's the point of just watching him dance around lip singing? You know what I'm saying? So no. Yeah, I know. If there's something visually and I'm not, if I do like a pre-record, I'll just add music or whatever. But don't really need to because I'm here to talk. But yeah, but there's really that's what I'm saying. Every part that had something visually I want to show you, we're watching. So if I have to mute it, we have to mute it. If not, like I could play this because he's talking. But yeah, I just don't want to watch a concert with other music with just him lip singing his music because I have no desire unless if there's something in it that I want to see. But you guys seen where it was, right? So right there, she's right here, okay? I actually I'll just make it a little bit smaller so we could zoom in a little bit on the normal. Okay, right here. So, but I feel like you could kind of see her right before that. Like, I feel like he was walking. See right there? I feel like that's her white right here. She's walking, and then as he's walking, and then she kind of goes around Rob. And then I think she stops in between him for that minute. It looks like to me, and then you'll see her come right here.
I want to hear all y'all say
So, did you see her? You could see it when it's zoomed in. You could see the white. Wait, hold on. Right here. See? You could see a part of her right here. And then she's behind Rob right now. And she probably walks behind both of them, right? Yeah, she's coming from behind him too, it looks like. So that's one thing.
This one is called Backstreet Girl.
Okay, so that's that. Now he sings Backstreet Girl, and then we got.
Y'all sound beautiful tonight, by the way. Listen, this next song I'm about to sing for y'all is Lullaby, the light they call Sleep Well. So, work your cell phone, put your flashlights in the air real quick for me. Work your cell phone. Put all the flashlights up, come on.
I don't remember what this. I don't remember why I slowed this down. Hold on, there has to be something in the background. Oh. I was trying to figure out who that was that walked up. Because, like, everybody else you could see, I don't think it was Celeste because it looks like she might have had glasses. I think that's why I slowed that down. Yeah, that's not. You could just see somebody walk up right there. Maybe that's why I did. I don't know. I don't remember why I slowed this one down. Because that's not Celeste. You could see she has the glasses. And, like, it doesn't look like her. So I don't know. I might have screwed up. This might not be anything really.
Listen, this next song I'm about to sing for y'all is Lullaby, the light they call Sleep Well.
And notice he has his pink bracelet on, right? Wristband. You'll see when he takes it off. So, which I'll show you that picture where people were insinuating like Celeste was wearing his bracelet, which maybe she did get it when he threw it off. But we don't see his wrist anyway on there. So, I mean, I bet you they all had wristbands on for going backstage, probably. But he does throw his off. So, I mean, maybe if he just had it, she grabbed it. But I just think they probably all had them on, maybe. Or maybe just him and her. Maybe they had them on for something. Wristbands are very common for different things. It looks like this guy might have one on too. All right, so let's skip through here. Here, this is where he throws it off. Just throws it. I don't see her back there or anything. So I think they probably, a lot of them probably just had him on. I mean, I guess I don't, that person didn't. We'll have to pay attention. But I wanted to point this out where it says, somebody says Celeste pink wristband, Celeste gray hoodie. This might not be the one that says that he was wearing. There was a post that was saying that she was wearing his wristband, his pink wristband. Like I said, you can't see if he has his on anyway. If this is after the show, obviously he doesn't because we seen him take it off. I just think that they both had him on and he probably took his off. Well, we saw him take his off. But yeah. But this is from the same night. Gray hoodie, night 2. He just got his hoodie on. So this is June 28th, 2024. We just watched the ones from June 27th where he introduced his mom. That's June 27th, okay? This is the second night, June 28th. And this is her filming him. I'm guessing it's her filming him backstage. This is me because I live in a world where I get to listen to new David music. I don't even know who posted that. I mean, I think she took the video, but did somebody repost that? I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Now we have, skip through.
No.
You see Robbie back there at all? He's back there all the time. We know Josh is probably, I mean, we know Josh the 27th is up there with his mom. He's probably up there. If he's there on the 28th, he's probably up there with his mom too. Because we know his mom was there on the 28th. If you guys are bored with this and already seen this, we are going to go over the 4th of July party. So I just wanted to go over this first.
This next song I'm about to play, I made with a good friend of mine named Leve. It's called This Is How It Feels. I need y'all to do me a big favor. When her part comes on, I need y'all to sing it for her because she's not here with us today. So, you know, reverse. Let's do it.
Can't remember. I feel like that was the time where, well, let me make sure I didn't miss. There's another time that I think we see Celeste. It's not as clear, but I think it's her backstage. Which I know it's not any new news. We know she was there, but it's just interesting seeing her. Here you could see, I think you could see Lane back there. I think that's Lane. Lane C right there. Yeah, right there. I think that's Lane. All right. So.
I know there's a lot of people here tonight. Thank y'all again for coming to the show.
Oh, hold on. I don't have my stuff turned. Oh, yeah, I turned it up. Okay. I made sure I kind of balanced out. If you notice, like the volumes changing, like when their cheers come on, and I made sure I like lowered some of the loud cheering volume. Which, how is the balance? Is now am I louder than the volume?
If any of you are not familiar with my story and how I started out in this music thing, I started making all my songs on an app called BandLab on nothing but an iPhone in the closet. So to hear y'all screaming these songs back at me is crazy. I love y'all so much. And for this next song I'm gonna play you all, I'm gonna need some help from my little sister. So can y'all do me a favor and say, hello, Emily. I need you to do something for me. Can you tell all the beautiful people out there, thank you for being here with me?
Thank you for being here with me.
I think the whole thing with Emily is all for show. because I don't think he even really care. I don't think he's that caring of a person. And I don't think he really like, oh, he wants to, he loves his sister so much he wants her to be a part of it. It's all because of the way it'll make him look. In my opinion, I think he's not one of those people that are really doing it because they're all like my sister. I'm gonna have her, like be a part of this with me. It's like no, all the girls are gonna think I'm so sweet having my sister, and it's gonna make me look, and make me look better. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's all for show. Which I know it is entertaining. I mean, that's what they're doing, but I don't think it's because I think it's a very selfish reason why he brings her up there, and it's not to like, do it for his sister, and I don't know. Anyway, okay, so oh yeah, yeah. So they're singing the song. Look at Rob back there dancing. So this is when him and Emily are still up there singing, and I think she's dancing or whatever. Look at Rob. I replay it. Look at him. And I've noticed, like, if you watch him, they're like jamming to his music. They're like singing along with a lot of this. Rob and that other guy that's standing back there, they're like singing. And so it looks like Rob likes his music. It looks like, I think Rob, you know what? I think Rob is actually kind of obsessed with him in a way. Like, I think he's like a huge fan or something. I mean, I don't know. He was a very hands-on. It's like he's not only a manager, he was like, yeah, an assistant, and I don't know. Okay, so here is where he introduces, or he says his mom's here. I think this is the part. I think.
I got a question for y'all. Is anybody in this crowd ever felt like they've been somewhere where they don't belong? I want to let y'all know that y'all always belong in the Davis show, man. This next song I want to sing to y'all. First of all, shout out to my mama in the crowd tonight. This next song I like is called My House Not a Home. All my females moving from New York City to Houston to LA. Going through this whole music thing. Thank y'all for sticking it out with me this whole journey, y'all, for me. Thank you so much, once again. So when I sing this, and I cut out my, I'm just looking at my mom the whole time, you know what I'm saying?
I wish the person recorded would have panned over just so we could see like who was sitting with his mom. It was Celeste sitting with his mom again, but the person didn't. They just had the cameras right there on David. Okay.
Like I said at the beginning of the show, I got an album on the way. So, I'm gonna be about to perform some songs which are unreleased tonight. Saying too much of my own things. Did y'all like the openers tonight? The listeners tonight, James. Love that song, James. He is helping me make the whole album. With a few friends of mine named Jack Handy back in Lucio.
The crazy thing is this is June, right? End of June. Says he has an album on the way. And the album that he's talking about, his next album is going to be Withered, right? It took him up till spring. So how many months was that? 10 months? Like he has an album on the way? Okay, in 10 months? Like that's how long he should. I mean, no wonder why people were, if you guys were in his Discord, how people were like, when's your album? And like they were getting upset with him because it was taking so long. now I see he's sitting there saying that it's on the way and it takes 10 more months. Like, you're going to say that, make sure you're a few months away, I would say, not like almost a year away. Like, I would think, right? uh,
It sound pretty good, man. It sound pretty good. So, this next song I'm about to play for y'all is called There Goes My Baby. It's coming very, very soon. Y'all got water, by the way, in the crowd.
now he's going to pretend.
Come on, man. Please drink water.
Like he cares.
This one fine. This one fine. We should have some more to get past, to be honest with you. You ready, Scott?
Okay.
Thank you, Scott. Anybody in here ever watched a TV?
Well, you could hear the people that are recording, like, I can't wait for his album to come out. And the other guy says something like, the second comes out, I'm gonna blah, 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 blah. He really screwed up because he had some real fans and you had to go freaking be an evil person. Well, I guess it was bound to come out. If you're capable of doing what you did, I mean.
You saw Invincible? You want me to? Say that. What's that song called?
He does a little fight scene, like as a part of this show, which you'll see coming up. Watch. He does that flip, which I don't know. I can't remember why. Oh, that's why I did slow. I think Celeste might be right there. That's why I did that one slow. Hold on. Hold on. Let's rewind it. Right here. But I do it in slow, but she'll be like coming right here. Or right. Wait, where is it? Right there. You could see it better right here. What do you think? I can make it bigger, but I think that's her. But she's looking out. It looks like she's looking up at the drum. Right here. Pretty sure that's her, but it's so hard to tell sometimes on some of these. That one you could tell for sure, but here, let me see what you guys think. Right here, I think she, yeah. You could see I'll pause it right here. I don't know for sure though. It's such a bad but you can see the gray and it kind of looks like she has her hair up in a ponytail. I could be totally wrong, but I think that's her. What else? Come on. Forget if you get, and then the person's gone now. So by the time, hold on. Wait a minute. If he goes backwards, huh? I don't know. All right, skip to the next thing. Hold on. Oh, I was trying to see who this, okay, right? I was trying to figure out who that was. At first I thought it was Asia, but then on certain frames it's like no. But sometimes people look so different than who they like on certain frames, and then it's not even what they look like. I don't know. But it's somebody different than the people I've been seeing back there. I don't know. Somebody's holding their feet. It could be her. Who knows? We know she's there that night, which we'll go through the photo booth and you'll see. Oh, that's who I was seeing. So now look, they're doing the fight scene from that movie. And then he comes back out and he's in a different outfit. He's in Itami's outfit with the blindfold and the bloody shirt, and he does the romantic homicide. So that's how they end it. But that's about all we could see, because when they come out for that, it's so dark and it's just the lighting's all like red and you can't really see crap. But yeah, see, I'll show you how when he comes out. The crazy thing is though, listening to some of this, because I was actually listening to it when I was going through it. I didn't have it muted. Dude, they have some rockish songs, like where the band is jamming out, like kind of like some really hard rock, and I'm like, what? It was like, wow, huh? Dang it. There was some talent going on. I mean, it really was. The more that I'm now listening to it, at first I used to be like, what are people seeing him, or it was horrible the sound, but the more that I'm hearing it, it's like there was some talent. He was talented. The way that he could put together songs really quick, I can't deny that. Like that he was able to configure a song that actually people liked, and the band is good. It's like, wow, man, he really screwed this up, because he did have some talent. I can't deny it, just because I hate him as a person, like, and I think he's evil and what he did, but I'm not. He does have some talent. But a lot of those people in the industry, like, they may start off where you think they're okay, and I don't know if it is that the industry is what's making them horrible. Not with him, I don't think that was the case, but sometimes I feel like the industry like breaks him down, and like the whole sell your soul, and they make him do horrible things and turn him into this, you know, uh but him, I feel like he already had that those like, what is it called? Like that urges in his head of this kind of sick stuff that you'll see this guy a lot in the photo booth with the dreads. Okay. And I'm not saying I like all the gory or any of the music, like that kind of stuff, but I'm saying like some of it's actually good. The melody's catchy. I think his band's pretty good. Okay. Let's yeah, I agree, Jim Huckleberry. Some of the lyrics that have like the gore type lyrics, I'm not gonna say I like those, but like I'm talking about like more the melody, and then some of the ones that don't have that, or that are kind of like like Here With Me or whatever, some of them that doesn't talk about the darkness or whatever. Um and then just like not even looking at the specifics of the lyrics, but just the melody and just how it's put together. Okay, so oh wait, hold on. What's this? Oh, this thing this was on. I don't remember where I got this, but it says David's Polaroid quote from Laneway Fest 2024 didn't age well. I remember seeing this back a few months ago, but I just saw it again. I thought I'd show it again. So it says, this one zoomed in. So basically back in, wait, what year, what date was the date? 2024 at the one of the festivals. It says, "Way to go. Why go to therapy when you can go to jail?" That's what he writes. And then he's doing the, I don't even know what that symbol is. I know like this, or wait. Which one is the satina? Is that the I don't remember if it's that one or if you put the thumb up or not for the what is the one church? It's I know they're worshiping like Satan, but what were they called? That one guy that found it, that was like their symbol. I think it was just I think it was without the thumb up, right? And that's why like that's what they did. And obviously the horns, so it has to be without the thumb, yeah, because I mean the horn, it stands for the horns. Um House of Satan, or is that what it was called? That church in LA that one guy founded. That's Star Trek. Okay. So, oh, let's do the photo booth real quick. Let me see what. Yeah, hold on a second. I have Google right here. I don't know why I just never look it up. Okay. Hold on one second. Yes. Anton Levy. Is that how you say it? And Anton Levy. Anton Levy. Official Saint Church of Satan. That was like what they used. It was the official Church of Satan website. It's founded by Anton Levy, 1966. I think his daughter continued it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was in LA, right? And that's what they used. So April 30th, 1966, Anton LaVey. It is dedicated to LaVeyan Satanism, a philosophy that codifies individualism, self-indulgence, carnal desires, and the opposition to conformity. You can explore their core text and history via the official Church of Satan. I remember going down a rabbit hole of that, like learning what that was all about, and among other things, just knowledge. Keep yourself knowledgeable. And okay, all right. So let me bring up my files. Let me exit out of this. Okay, so I just basically saved all the photo booth. So here's all the photo booth that was up on the site. The company that did the photo booth for those 3 nights. This is all the ones they had up there. So maybe you guys could help me out, because I don't know who all of them are, to be honest. So I don't know who that is. I have no idea. I didn't have time to get, I was going to try to identify everybody and I just didn't have time. I didn't want to push off the live any later. This guy, who's this guy? He looks familiar. He's in a lot of the pictures. This is the drummer. This is that guy that was taking the videos on the stage. You could see his hair. He was like the one with the shorts, and he was right on stage taking a lot of the video. Rob, this is Rob's brother, the guitarist. The drummer, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's who I was seeing with the glasses. When I said who, remember I slowed it down. And I'm like, it's definitely not Celeste because she's got glasses. This was her, which I don't know who she is, but that was definitely her. Don't know who this guy is. He's got pretty eyes. I don't know who this guy. Does anybody know? I'll definitely work on trying to identify everybody. Then we got Celeste H, Asia, Neo, David. I did not see them backstage at all. I looked really hard. So I'm wondering if they were just out in the crowd for the show, you know? And then obviously after they were backstage at one point, I mean, they were at the photo booth, right? So I think maybe they're like David's mom, where she was sitting back watching the show as the show went on, and then after and maybe before was back there with them, is my guess. Because I did not see him during the show, like looking backstage. I didn't see anybody. That one, I said it could be Celeste or it could be Asia. I don't think it really was, but I don't know. Anyway, we got this. I'm just so curious though if we're gonna find out when we hear their testimonies if they saw Celeste Vivas that one of those nights. Like, I don't understand how they couldn't have. Then we got all of them. We got Josh, the guitarist, Rob's brother, Emily, his sister. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is either. Caleb, David's brother. Who's this guy too? He's cute. I don't know who he is. And then the drummer, David's mom. Yeah, I don't know. Josh and Rob. I don't know who that is. Like, who are these girls? I have no, I know that's Lane. I don't know who these two are. I I've seen him. I forget his name. This is that girl, I think. I see her. She works for one of the companies because I've seen her at other shows backstage. Um, but guess what? Who's not in these? Celeste Rivas. And it's not because it's like they have younger, I mean, like they have people under 18 that are taking pictures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why isn't she in any of the pictures? If what you thought, you're not doing anything wrong. Hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. She's just my friend. Her parents said she's allowed here. Well, if you really thought you weren't doing anything wrong and she was allowed to be there and everybody knew she was allowed to be there, then why wouldn't she have been in any of these photos, huh? Yeah, because you knew you know, they all knew that it was a no-no, right? So yeah, there's some new ones that aren't the ones like really going around. I just went back just to. So yeah, I gotta figure out who those two girls are. And then there's one girl I really want to figure out. The one on the thumbnail, she looks so familiar. Who is it? I'll show you when we get to her. This one. You'll see she took a couple pictures with David. Who is that girl? See what tattoos. Impossible, it says. And she's got dice. What does that one say? I can't. And I don't know. Those look like doodles. Like that looks like a doodle. It's like you do in grade school almost. Like so does those. Huh. So don't know who all these are. And we got David's mom with Lane. I think these two probably work for one of the management companies, I'm guessing. It looks like she's very comfortable with them, the mom. Like, who's this? Who are these? I'm trying to look at the wristbands now. Different days could have been different colors. I'm noticing white ones that say Fonda, but this one, there are some ones that look darker. Let me see here. This white, okay. Just to figure out what the pink ones were. white, white, white. That must be all 3 nights. This must be night 3, right? Because like 1, 2, 3, it's gotta be. So it looks like the wristbands were white for Fonda. So I don't know what the pink ones were. So maybe she did grab when he threw the wristband in the back, she got it, the pink one. Or maybe it was for something else that they both had. I don't know. Or it might be a lot of the times if you're under 21, they give you a different color wristband so the people know, or they'll give you a stamp or some way to tell that you're not of age to drink, which David and Celeste both wouldn't have been of age to drink. So maybe that could be that. I don't know. Like, who's these two people? Why do they look familiar? But I don't know. Oh, yeah, it could be a different level or it could be underage. What's up, Will? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, these girls look under 21 too, but you never know. They could be older and just look younger. Let's see. 3 wristbands, all white. Okay. I haven't seen any pink ones yet. But I wasn't paying attention on the first couple pictures or the first few pictures. I might have to go back and look. Like, who are these two? She's got a cigarette. They don't, I can't see her other wrist to see if she has a wristband. I have no idea who that is. Those are all white. Okay. Are these the wristband? Look, wristband, wristband. These are wristbands right here. I bet you it was this. I don't know. He looks like he's 21, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's like 18 or something. Maybe it's underage because he looks younger too. Or maybe it's a different level. You're right. But it looks like these could be pink. You can't tell the color, but it looks like they have R's on it though. I don't know. They both have one. Let me look at. Yeah, I bet you that's the pink one. They're not R's. They're just like, yeah, pretty sure, right? Huh. I don't know, guys. Who is this guy? He looks familiar. I think he's an artist, isn't he? I'll have to look him up. I bet you'll be able to find him by looking at it from his picture. He's got some nails on. Looks like fake nails. Yep, look, he has one. So obviously it's not underage because he's definitely older than 21. So maybe it is. It's just different levels. Like maybe they're part of the crew, like band, and they need access to more or something. I don't know. Part of the band. Maybe the other people were musicians. I don't know. Who knows? But either way, Celeste could have had one, or she could have just got David's old one. Guess it doesn't really matter because this doesn't mean. I mean, what's that say? Hate one. I don't know. Hate everyone equally. Ah, that's good. Robin Lane. Yeah, he's got golden whatever, that's what it says on the thing of whatever, golden voice or golden something, music, golden music or whatever. It says it on the Fonda. So that's probably what it says in the front of those wristbands, maybe. Wonder if Rob and Lane are still together. I gotta figure. I want to know who this girl is. Because look at her and David. I wonder if Celeste got jealous of that. She kind of looks like Asia. Well, I don't know. She went all 3 nights. Look at that. 3 Fonda things. But I thought this was the second night. So wait a minute. Maybe this is the third night. When he's in the green shirt and Celeste is in the gray hoodie, because on Reddit everybody was posting that as the second night, which I know we just know that one. Actually, I don't know. How do we know the one in the pink pants is the 27th? We just know we could like link it up which show. Like David was wearing this, Celeste was wearing that, his mom was wearing that. That's that show. But what day it was, I don't know. This is another day that Celeste was wearing the gray hoodie, David was wearing the green shirt with that chain. Cause look, isn't that 3? Or is that 2? And then that one looks a little different for some reason. I don't know. Huh. It don't matter. Doesn't matter which day. It's just matching them to which day. Does that make sense? Who is she though? Huh. Like who's him too? Wait, is that no, that's not that gray to me. Never mind. At first I thought that was that gray to me. It's not, right? Yeah, see, he doesn't have his wristband because he ripped his off. Okay. Acting like an idiot again. Okay, she has 2 wristbands, right? So does that mean? But wait a minute, hold on a second. They're a little bit different. So maybe this one is for like being of age or underage and ones. Because look, I'm not sure if that means it's different nights or not. I don't freaking know. I like to find out though, because if that's the case, that means they did go to night 1 and this is night 2 maybe, or night 3, or they went to 2 shows, but I don't know. Am I making sense? Oh, yeah, we already went through that. This is just that. And then there's just some things that were put, I think Reddit, like the screenshots somewhere that people put together where it shows like the Fonda Theater, and then to show that that was at the Fonda. Look, he has it. Looks red, but maybe that's the pink one that David's brother has, along with the white one. That's Caleb's hand. And then this is backstage where it shows them holding hands, which I think it's night 2. It's the night she has the gray hoodie on that she posted in her. I think it was one of her accounts. She posted that. This shows Fonda's little green room or whatever it's called, dressing room, and to show that that is the Fonda. Man, I'd love to see the real picture with it where it's not blocked out, just to actually see it. Now that we know, like, is that going to be a part of evidence that will come out in the discovery? Maybe you got a burger, fries. I don't know. Is that cake or something? I don't know what that is. All right. And then Celeste TikTok post during the Fonda Theater time frame show. Yay woohoo! It shows. Looks like they're sitting at a table. That's David. Tesla, a bottle of liquor in the Tesla. And then this is the one where you could see her red hair. But yeah, David sitting at the. And then just the same stuff. You got David's mom. I think that's Emily. Celeste. And then Caleb's over here. Like I said, you can see David's mom. You can't see is Emily there? But then I think that's Celeste right there. Like not the next seat to him, but two, like just how it would be like right here. Or one in between David's mom and her. Just the angle. It looks, yeah, she's not right next to her. But yeah, you can see a little bit of the red hair. So I do think Celeste is sitting there at that time. Okay. Just I know a lot of you guys have seen these, but since we're going over the Fonda, I'm just gonna go through these really quick here. So yeah, you can see like he's laying his head, and somebody has a dark hoodie. You can see the hand, so I do think that's Celeste, and he's it's from that night, I guess, right? Same black hoodie. I don't know. What's this? Why do I have this here? I went over this last time. Well, might as well go over it again. October 21st, 2023, where David has that shirt. Sorry, princess, I only date women who might stab me, which is pretty crazy. This, I wish I would have had this when I was doing that video of the Caleb video where he said that he wasn't even close with his brother. I had like a few things that showing like that he was like there, and like look where he says little day out with bro. February 10th, 2025. So out with David. Okay. I already played that. All right, hold on one second. I have other stuff. I wanted to go over, okay, some of these, there's a few other ones that when I would show them last time, I never even read the messages. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, I want to go over the Josh stuff too. That reminds me. That's what we'll go over real quick after this. So just Josh and the mom. So which basically shows Celeste was sitting up there with David's mom too at one point. So it shows that Josh would have been aware Celeste was there. This was after that email went out. Okay. So they all knew that she was not of age and was missing, at least at one point. Yeah, this is a better picture. You can see Celeste right here. And then David's mom's taking a picture. And I think this is Emily because Emily had a pink hoodie. I think that's her sitting there. And then Caleb would have been sitting on this side of her. All right. I just wanted, okay, here. I wanted to go over like right here. I don't think I've ever seen this part where Yewu says, why not post him? I don't know what this is under. And this person says, is she cute? And David said, the cutest. So I think he's referring to Celeste. And then somebody says, me and David, good night, guys. Bye. Oh yeah, that's when they say bye, and her and David say bye. I already read that. Okay. Somebody says, Sophia says, wait, you're engaged. Deleted user says, haha. And they say, get her tattooed, which I know. Okay. Got the tattoos. I still can't figure out what, like, what is this coming out? Doesn't that look weird? Like, I think that's her hand. I don't even know. Because isn't that his hand? But that don't look like a finger. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just distorted. But doesn't that look weird? And then why is this person like does not look like there's somebody that has a mask on that's in another car that's looking there? I never understood this here. This was her profile picture for Discord, I believe, if I'm remembering right. So obviously, if this is David's hand, I guess it could be David's hand. Because if it was hers, she would have to be going like, so it has to be his hand. But like, who's sitting over there with a black mask? Um, yeah, got them too. Somebody says, you must be, deleted says, hi, I'm David's girlfriend. And Lenny says, you must be the one he kept pointing at in Paris. So I don't know. And David says hola to her. And then David started posting pictures and tagging Celeste using her old TikTok account that led to speculation, people in the server about who she was and what her connection was. So that's saying before joining David's Discord server in late June 2024, around his performance at the Fonda, is when he started posting pictures and tagging Celeste a lot. So I wonder if that's because he started getting comfortable, like, okay, like, you know, I brought her to the show 3 nights, my family, you know, was around her, everybody was around her, like, and he started getting a little bit more comfortable, like, doing that, you know, because it says that's when he started posting pictures, tagging her and stuff. Celeste TikTok poster in the Fonda. So these ones in the car was around that time. All right. That's just a picture with her and her friend. Her friend posted some pictures of her. They were just, somebody took some screenshots of that, her backstage. And then Celeste in that, where she's arguing with her neighbors. All right. Okay. I don't think I need to go over any more of these. Let me see where I'm at. Yeah. What is this though? I don't know. Okay. Let's move on here. Let's talk about Josh a little bit real quick before I forget, because I almost forgot. So I was going through when I was going through like the Fauna stuff on Josh kept popping up. So, and then this popped up, which I had no idea about this. I saw the thing, I watched a video of the thing about the car accident and him trying to tell that girl, I forget her name now, to like not talk to the cops about the car accident. Was he the one driving or something? I'm not going to play that, but just know he did some shady stuff. It sounds like allegedly there was some car accident that I believe he was driving maybe or whatever. He told some girl not to cooperate, I guess. But then, so you have that allegedly, and then you have this allegedly, this guy, this skinny from the nine. So check this out. So it says David's manager, Josh Marshall, stole 250,000 from Skinny from the nine to start Mogul Vision. So this is what this Skinny from the nine says. Can I like, oh, there we go. So posted this December 12th, 2025. He says, Jay Mogul, aka Josh Marshall, took advantage of my hunger as a young artist and finessed me for 250,000 when I signed my deal to LA Reid, promised he would have my best interest. Instead, he pocketed the 250,000 and used it to jumpstart his company. Look at what he's involved with now, the whole David situation. So this is Josh and his wife. And then you have the wedding. We have him here sitting with the mom that we just went that show at Fonda. And then where David, here, I have that picture. We could zoom in and I'll show you at the wedding. I have a few other ones at the wedding too, which we'll get to. So this guy right here, I guess he just screwed over. So, I mean, that's allegedly this. I'm sure Josh has his side. So, but that's 3 things. So we have that car accident, we have this, then we have this whole Celeste thing and that email that supposedly, let me exit out of that. Here, let me bring up. Hold on. Let's her timeline and get that email. Okay. So then we have wait, I don't think that took. Hold on. Copy. Okay. So then, like I said, we have where David went to Josh's wedding because wait, hold on. To put this into perspective, we had that email that went out, right? Which I'll just read it just to refresh. This email came out February 19th, 2024. Somebody writes to Mogul Vision, David at Mogul Vision. So it was like the manager, which originally everybody thought it would be Josh. And then it was like, well, maybe when Josh came out and said he didn't get the email, it was like, okay, maybe Rob did. But regardless, whoever got it, they were aware then after. I'm sure all the managers were aware. That would be irresponsible for them not to be, right? And we know Josh was at the Fonda, Celeste was right there, you know. Anyways, there's been talk that the artist David possibly has something to do with the disappearance of 13-year-old Celeste Rivas. If that statement holds any merit, please do the right thing and take her home. Her parents are very worried and they send the missing poster, right? And then remember, Celeste was sent home the day after. Well, Josh, so somebody did a video where I think they pointed out SF Investigates talking about how Josh was the one that got the email and blah, blah, blah. And so he made a comment under that video, Josh. Never made like a official statement, but commented under that video, like TMZ and everybody was taking that as his statement because it was him, right? So he comments this. He says, the video is false and the person is misinformed. This is the only time I'll speak on this matter. For now, this has been tough time for the family as I am a father of 3 children. I receive no emails and I'm no one's roommate. I live full time at home with my wife and kids. My daughter's 14 and this news is affecting so many lives. I never received any emails. I had zero knowledge of anything and I don't live in California. Also, I work remotely 95% of the time, and my job doesn't require me to have much interaction with any of my clients, David, as there are many others that work with him on a day to day capacity, not me. This news is tragic for so many and for her family. I hope the proper authorities get to the bottom of it soon. Let me remind people a lot of this is speculation and alleged. In the meantime, I am with my family helping them emotionally get through the news of this tragedy. Please report on factual information, Josh Marshall. So he wrote that, and then this is the same one. Yeah. And then he ended up writing this too. It says, this is for anyone that has spread misinformation about me that greatly affects myself and my family without any regard for the facts. Also, I hope the creator of this video pins my comment and corrects what she said with a new video and anyone else making false comments or following a narrative about me that isn't true. And it lists some people, one of them being Steve Fisher. Like I said, this is all allegedly. Disclaimer. This is just what other people report and stuff that was out there. I don't know what is true and what is not. I know there's 2 sides to every story here, but some of the stuff that's been out there, one of the things is these pictures of Josh's wedding, right? And people were making this in response to him saying, like, basically, he doesn't have this hands-on approach with his clients and it doesn't sound like he's that close with them or whatever. But so people were pointing out, well, hey, David's whole family was at Josh's wedding. So you have David, Rob, David's mom. That was the guy that was backstage a lot. Who is that? Anyway, David's dad, Emily, David's sister. So they're at David, and David actually performed at the wedding. There's Caleb. So they all went to Josh's wedding in Italy. There's David's mom. Hold on. There's a picture of him performing. Is this it? Oh, there's David. Look how young he is in this. This guy. Who is this guy? Like I said, this guy is that one that was backstage at that Fonda. He was like dead center. He barely moved. He was back there like the whole time, singing and stuff some of the time. But anyway, it says he's holding up a thing. I'm sure this is a planned picture holding up where it says newlywed times. Diana and Joshua are getting married. It has like their wedding weekend. And then we have David performing. I think that's them, right? And then there's David performing at the wedding. So you have that. This one? No. And then, what's this one? Oh, then somebody says they also flew their young child and friends to Coachella on a private jet to watch David perform in April 2025. So you have Josh. This is in Paris. David, front row Paris Fashion Week. Josh Marshall and wife Dee were cozying it up with David at 2025 Paris Fashion Week, 6/27/25. This is literally 1 month before heading back in time for his last party and moving the car for the last time before boarding the tour bus to San Francisco. So yeah, this would have been 2 months after the murder. Tanya spotted with Corday and David at Paris Fashion Week. So there's David. And they're back there somewhere, I guess. Is that him? Yeah. There they are. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this was followed up with a post saying she privated her account right after everything, and they said that was like the only time she ever privated it, which I don't, that doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It's probably because they were getting a lot of crap, so they privated, I guess. So I don't know what the conclusion of that is when people are posting that. Are they saying like it's because what? I don't know. I'm curious, um but it does sound like they may have they may have some shady practices with their clients. I don't know, as far as like money wise. I'm not sure. I like to see like what other clients have they had? Like, was it just David and that other guy, or did they have very few? And like David was their cash cow kind of person where like that was their biggest one, probably. Maybe, I don't know. I'd like to like hear other people's accounts with this company, the Mogul Vision, to see like what were their experience with them. This is them saying, where have you been, after she privated it or whatever, and this, she's finally back. Okay, so what is this one though? I forget what this one is. Oh yeah, never mind. Okay. And then let me exit out of this. I'm gonna do one more thing before I do the 4th of July. Don't worry, we're getting to it. All right, let me exit out of this. I just want to read one quick article. And it's not about Josh. This will be something else here. Hold on. This one thing, where is it? It is right. Oh, y'all. So this, somebody said that Celeste shared this. I can't figure out where they're seeing her sharing this. They posted something else with it, but I believe they probably did. I just wasn't, maybe I'm missing a screenshot. But this is actually an article. This isn't Gus. This is one of the, I think the person that did it. Yeah. But it's talking about Gus, her previous predator, the shooting that supposedly she had shared this link. I'm going to make this bigger. I just wanted to read it. There's another article too about it that I had read, but this one I hadn't seen this article, so I thought I'd read it. Anyway, it says still too small, dude. Wow. Why was this so small? Okay. Lake Elsinore teen denies murder charge following shooting. In addition to the murder charge, Noah, 19, is facing sentencing enhancing gun and great bodily injury. So this is that Noah that shot him. A 19-year-old Lake Elsinore resident accused of gunning down a 21-year-old man in an attack near the lake pleaded not guilty Tuesday to a murder. Noah is also facing sentencing enhancing gun and great bodily injury allegations stemming from the slaying of Gustavo Morales, also of Lake Elsinore. And then for the fact that, like, if she shared this, then this is the right Gus. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some like people like, are we sure this is the right one? But okay, 20. Wait, where does it say 21? Right. The slaying of Gustavo's. Wait, let me see. He was arraigned before Riverside County Superior Court Judge Stephen Gallen, who scheduled a felony settlement conference for December 2nd. The shooting happened at about 10 p.m. on October 14th. Okay. October 14th. Deputies were called to the location to investigate reports of a man down and discover Morales dead at the scene. Sheriff Sergeant Steve Brosh said. He said gang task force and Central Homicide Unit investigators soon identified Buenrostro as the alleged assailant, though no other details were disclosed, including a verifiable motive. The defendant was summoned to the Sheriff Lake Elsinore station, and following an interview with detectives, he was taken into custody without incident. So where did I see where it said 21-year-old? I have his 21-year-old. Okay. So remember I was trying to find his obituary, which I ended up finding it anyway before my last live, I feel like. But yeah. So here he is. That's a picture of the one that she was talking to a friend about having sex with him. Okay. And the brother confirmed it. Her brother confirmed it like it was no big deal. Oh yeah, she dated Gus. What do you mean, like, saying that like that? Do you know how old he was? So he was born in 1999. Okay. She was born in 2010. So he was 11 years older than her. Okay. But it's the fact of how young she was when he started dating her, or when possibly. Okay. So if he died October 14th, 2020, the oldest she could have been when they were together. I'm sure it wasn't like, oh, when they had sex, it was the day he died. But let's say the oldest she could have been she would have just turned 10. Okay. Just turned 10. Like 2 months prior, right? No, a month prior. What was I? Was going backwards? Yeah, a month prior. 1 month. So she had just basically turned 10 a month prior. But come on, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Chances are it was before that they got together before. It wasn't not the day that he died, you know? So chances are she was 9 years old at one point when they were having sex. Because if they got together a month before he died, more than a month before he died, then she was 9 years old. 9 years old, and he would have been 21. Maybe 20 if it was before July. So 9 and 20. Let's give so 9 and 20. 9 years old and a 20-year-old. It possibly could have been at 1.9 and a 21, but it would have been like July if he turned, but let's just say 9 and 20. 9 and 20. Like, that's sick. Like, why wasn't nobody thought anything of that? Her brother knew that happened. Like, that didn't raise any red flags. A 9-year-old and anybody else having sex is bad. Like, but a 20-year-old, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, do the math. It would be chances are she was 9, because chances are they would have been together a month, more than a month before he died, right? So at the very oldest, she would have just turned 10, but I think they probably were together before that, 9 and 20. 9 and 20, even if you want to go 10 and 21. Either way, it's sick. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. I saw that article, it was going around because somehow they figured out that she had like shared that link, which I couldn't see exactly how they figured that out or why they thought that, but okay, so let's go to that. Hold on, let me get my email. Oh, I don't know, Master Death Hancock. I just got your email. No, I don't think that's her though. Here, let me hold on one second. Hold on. Here, let me bring up that video and I'll look into it so I have something planned. All right, let me find the timestamp. I have a few different timestamps for the video. So we're gonna watch the video from 4th of July 2024. If you guys remember, we watched them getting ready for this, right? And I'm gonna play the whole thing of that. I'm gonna do a premiere maybe tomorrow or late tonight. But this is after they get ready. This was the night where he talks about it smelling his bathroom because she wanted to go to the bathroom and she took a poop, and he's like, yeah, I did too, or I took one 2 hours ago if it smells, and they shook hands. Also the same night where Nancy Grace did the video thinking that Celeste H, David and Neil were actually discussing killing Celeste. Rivas, my opinion may differ from Nancy's, but a lot of people think that's what they were talking about. That was that same night where they're getting ready in the bathroom and stuff. Okay, so they go to the party, and then Jason it was Jason the Phase house or whatever, because he's in the Phase group or clan or whatever it's called. I don't know the proper lingo, but so a lot of them are live streaming. So Jason's live streaming, and I timestamps all the times that we see Asia, David, and Celeste, and they talk, or you know what I'm saying, that they're on the live stream. Okay, so that's what we're gonna watch. I'm glad I take like how long to be able to just get it all out there. All right, let me see the first timestamp is 4:01. 2, 3. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3. So 4 timestamps. Okay. So 4 different times. The last one they talk the most on, but all right, so 4:01. Yeah, it's a long live stream. It's like 5 hours or almost 6 hours, but we're just gonna watch the parts where they come on.
I need that. That's so far.
Hold on. All right. Oh. Okay, here we go. Actually, since Zeke's beside me, I hate how everything is opposite with the camera when this is like, I have to like pull up my shirt. So this is my left, right. So weird being mirrored. Does anybody else have trouble with that? All right, here we go.
You take a shot. How you feeling? With it, bro. We'll make it with it. Where the shots at? Outside. Hearing it?
Tom, we taking a shot or what?
Huh? I got.
Okay.
No, I need that. That's so fire. I only made 10 of these.
So you could see them right here. You got Celeste H, Asia's peer,
This is my nephew. He's Vietnamese.
Neo.
I like that.
My Vietnamese nephew.
Yeah, say Xin Chao.
Xin Chao. What is that? Oh, yeah, no, don't.
And it's them streaming. You know, when you live stream sometimes and they had a bunch of people live streaming there, it's not as good. Like there's a lot of this kind of not a lot, but I mean it's not as good of a connection or picture. So that's not me though. That's his.
Say that. Say downstream.
No. What does that mean?
It means I'm streaming right now.
Downstream? Wait, how does it?
Downstream.
Stream?
Downstream.
Downstream.
Yes.
There you go.
So we get a shot or what?
I mean, I already have one, but I'll
There's Sakura and Asia, like I said.
take one with you.
Wait. I need a slushy shot from Saeed. That shit's so good.
Bro, this is so weird seeing this house.
Yeah.
Not as the offline TV
First time
house.
here, right?
First time since you guys took over.
Does it look way different?
Yes. First of all, there was like a lot more shit happening here. I won many a pong game.
Oh, cool. I just wanted to see if this button worked. Sorry.
Beer pong games in there, in that cubby back there.
Wait, they put a beer pong table back there?
There was a beer pong table right there. I got tortured in that room.
David?
And also in the courtyard.
I bet we just sound like an alcoholic household.
There's David. Right there.
Nah, I don't
He's talking to these. I don't know who these two girls
drink,
are.
bro. I literally have one shot. I'm good.
Shout out to Poor Loco.
What? Well, you want to take a shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, Eric is here, by the way. I don't know if he got a ticket on the
Eric?
Eric.
Oh, Eric. Oh, let me get him right.
Huh. See, I haven't watched all this. We'll be catching some things. What do you see? Eric is there?
I don't know if he got a ticket on the
Well, you want to take a shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, Eric is here, by the way. I don't know if he got a ticket on the Eric.
Oh, Eric. Oh, let me get him right. Huh?
Let me get him right. What? Wonder what that's about. Oh, interesting.
Why the professor here, bro?
Okay, I think the next time spot they talk more in some of these. That one was just a quicker one. I swear, I just don't want to skip through. Hold on. I just want to make sure that it wasn't more on this one. I know there's that baby oil. Okay, so 431.
The camera freeze. Maxwell Dent. Yeah, and then we gotta go talk to this. Myself. After that, catch this. Y'all living life? Making TikTok? Y'all drinking?
Water.
And somebody had asked me on my last live, they're like, who are all these people? They're just David's friends. Like I call them his crew, like who he's always with, at least on live streams. It seems like not as much Sakura, but David, Asia, Neo, and Celeste H. So I'd say more of them four were always together, but then Sakura, I think, was like, friends with the girls kind of at one point. So she would hang out. And it's plus Jason was hanging out with David a lot at that time. So it was like, but yeah, so they're just his friends basically. Oh, and Asia worked for David. Basically, she was his stylist, he said. But you could see him on the Wither tour. She was like, like getting a stain out or doing different things. She was backstage. You could see when he's signing things. But supposedly she was hired as a stylist. But but also he met her because she was an actress. She starred. She was in one of his music videos, so that's when they met, and then they became friends. So yeah, okay, I think that's good, right?
Us two are drinking. They can't.
Big water, big water.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me know if y'all need anything.
Of course.
Yeah, all right.
Such a good
Let me hit it.
I know there's more. Hold on a second.
What's up?
Bathroom's closed. You guys gotta go to one outside.
Alright, I'm gonna go. My room's upstairs. I need to borrow Milo.
Wait, I swear the freaking baby oil thing was when they were in the kitchen. Well, let me go through the other timestamps. I might have missed one. Huh. 4:31. The last one, it's David and Neo. They're talking for a minute, but huh.
Y'all living life? Making TikTok?
Of course.
Y'all drinking?
Water.
Us two are drinking. They can't.
Big water, big water.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me know if y'all need anything.
Of course.
So that means him and Celeste H must be the only ones 21 because they pretend like, oh, are you drinking water? Or are you drinking? And Dave's like, oh, yeah, water. And then he was like, me and her are drinking, but just me and her, which is him and Celeste H because they must be 21.
Such a good
Let me hit it. What's up?
Bathroom's closed. You guys gotta go to one outside.
Wait, there isn't. Oh, I think I just played the same one again. Dude, there is another one. Sorry, I think I just played that twice. But dude, I think I'm missing a timestamp. Oh well, I'll find it. Let's go to 4:37. Sorry, I played that twice. I missed what they said the first time, so that's why I didn't realize. Okay.
Why can't I pan the camera to your room?
Because Darla's in there.
Wait, but.
He loves Jason.
He loves me.
He loves me more.
He loves me. Hey,
Look,
Milo.
he's antsy to get into Jason's
Milo,
arms.
you want uncle?
No, he likes me more.
You want uncle? No, Milo, listen to me.
Milo likes me more than more.
Let me get my son back.
Oh, no. He's gonna eat you.
Oh, he's gonna eat me. You're gonna eat him. Let me get my son back. That's my son. Come on, Milo, clutch up. Milo, kiss. Kiss, Milo. Milo, who's a good boy?
Who's we love you more?
No, who's a good boy? Milo. Who's a good boy? Milo.
Fuck with you. Watch this.
Milo.
Watch this. Hi, baby.
You do the same.
Oh, I want one.
What a dog. You made a name, bro.
More than you.
No, he looks scared of you.
Here, Jason. Give kisses, Milo.
Oh, God. You are manhandling that dog.
How do I hold? Oh no. Oh, it's a disaster.
Milo. Milo, I'm your uncle, Milo.
Then I'm your auntie.
I know I've been rough with you, Milo, but it's called discipline. I want you to grow up to be a big, strong dog, okay? Don't take it out on me. You're gonna thank me when you grow up.
You need water?
He's just panting.
No water, Bubby?
Here you go. How sweet. But he likes me though.
He likes me more.
No. Milo is such a happy dog. I guess everyone gets happier next to you. That's a cute puppy. That's a cute puppy. Who's a good boy? Kiss me, Milo.
Oh my god.
I'm in for another mission.
Oh, Milo, when it's just me and you, I promise to God, bro. I'll punch you off the fucking balcony, Milo. Everything good? Where's the shrimp? Is it that?
No, it just F's too much.
Oh yeah, because there's so many people. Alright, where's David? Hey, you trying to go swimming?
You want to go swimming?
I'm about to dive in the pool.
I'll go swimming, but
Actually?
yeah. But I can't get my hair wet. Do you have like a hair loss?
No.
In your room?
Maybe. Easy.
Why is Case on so like antisocial? Wait, can I meet Kimmy? Is she
Oh,
here?
Kimmy? Yeah, she's here.
Can I meet her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I don't get copyright. Shit.
Yo, Ron! He might be alone with her right now.
Does she have glasses on? And brown hair?
Yeah, wait, no, she has like blonde highlights.
Okay, no, I thought it was someone else.
I think. I forget. I haven't seen her in a minute. Like, she's well hidden. Even I don't be seeing her.
I respect it.
Yeah. I don't think she's here.
Really?
I don't think she's here.
Somewhere, right?
Somewhere. She's super nice.
You're too much of a normie to understand.
Yo, Lizzie, you know her. Yeah, saw it yet?
Wait, we have one.
Son, this is Sakura.
Hi.
Jason, he's calling for you.
Is it?
He's calling for Jason.
Nice to meet you, I'm Sakura.
Nice to meet you.
Jason,
I know your
he's
sister.
calling for you, Jason.
Hi.
Yeah.
Milo, go to Uncle Jay.
Milo, who's a good boy? Milo. Milo. Look.
Do you want me to fast forward like a few minutes when David and Neil are talking, or do you want to watch this? And there's got to be another part somewhere in the kitchen. I have to find it where they're talking about like the baby oil or whatever. Do you want me to fast forward it to, or do you guys want to watch all this until they come on? I don't know. Well, Sakura and Jason are talking. The significance is, I don't know, David and Neil and all of them. I timestamped the ones where they were talking. I wasn't planning on showing this part, but I don't know. It just played over. I'll fast forward it. Here, I'll fast forward it. That's about right.
You get my text?
Yeah, I accepted her shit. What's it called? I'm gonna grab Kimmy real quick. You trying to hold it down? They said it. Okay. Down here.
Okay.
I just want to go down in here. This way. Get an F, chat.
Can we come down?
Nah, just stay here.
Shit. Alright, we're
Commercial break?
Yeah.
Alright, so basically me and Jason dropping a collab album coming out very, very soon. It was gonna be distributed by my label and whatever. And then we're gonna run it up. Get some marketing in it. It's gonna be viral. Or we should just me and Jason should make our own label. We're gonna make our own label.
What you call it?
Javid. Nah,
That was horrible.
But yeah, I definitely want that song to come out. I want the remix to drop on every platform too. So, Weenie Records.
Weenie Records.
Weenie Records.
Wait, Weenie Records is tight.
Yeah. We gonna make something happen. Make something happen too.
he said nobody used restroom. It's already clogged.
It's clogged. It's clogged.
Who clogged the toilet? People are dumping stuff in there.
Nah, hey, they said the bathroom clogged.
Yo,
son.
someone just took a fat shit, bro.
No way.
They got clogged.
So yo, you gotta take this from me. I can't have that in my head.
You're fucking dumb, bro. Oh, I can put it in there? Bet. Thank you.
Alright. This is your commercial break. What you want?
Oh,
Twin?
what's up?
What you want, Twin? This is Sakura's bag holder.
I got all the fucking bag. That's all I'm down to, bro.
Listen though.
No, they're all oh, for sure. Don't lead on it?
Yeah, don't do that.
What are they hyped about?
Holly Cobb. They playing. Ronnie playing. They both playing.
Oh, they're bringing out the phone.
W Neo in chat. W Neo in chat.
That's your boy, Neo.
They said twerk. Show him something for the free. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shit, what?
I'm crying. Yo, the stream quality is so ass.
It's just so ass. What's the vibes? What are we doing later?
We should have put the afters. Should we host? Nah.
No. If you try to host, that shit will fucking.
Chat, should I host the after party? I don't know.
No.
Wow, he's asking, should I host the after party? What is that date? Hold on, I gotta remember the one. There's a clip of a video from what's her name? That somebody does this vlog, and there's a clip where they're all at David's house. And I'm trying to think. It's sometime in the summer. He's in a red shirt, I remember, and they're in the kitchen. But I feel like it was an after party. It was an after party. It was like, it seemed like it was after another party. I think it's around this time too. I wonder if it is this. Did he do an after party? Or maybe it was a different day. I know he doesn't have a red shirt on there, but he could have changed, you know.
You got too much shit for your crib to steal, bro.
Oh wait, yeah, low key.
If we hosted afters,
Yo,
everything's getting stolen.
my whole table in my kitchen.
He has like 6 PS5s ready to steal.
I got 6 PS5s on the table, bro.
All of this shit ready to steal, bro. If you're trying to jug something, bro, David's crib is the place to do
move
it.
to a different spot, but we're waiting for Jason to come back up, though. We can't really move.
It's not.
I'm waiting for Jason.
We're the Jason commercial break. We got rush hour 4 right here.
The Wi-Fi is out here, though.
Oh shit.
Where's the Wi-Fi good at? Like, right here?
We're rush hour 4. Rush hour 4 coming out soon.
Nah,
rush
for
hour
real.
4. Rush hour 4.
We're gonna bring in what's his name? What's bro from the movie?
Jackie Chan?
No.
Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker.
We're
gonna bring him out.
We're bringing him out. Rush hour 4. He's teaching us everything.
Where did Jason go?
Downstairs.
To the bathroom?
To meet someone. I guess.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That's wild. That's wild. That's wild.
Nah, never that.
That's wild.
Never that.
That's wild.
There is a movie theater down there, though.
Yo.
Because I said
what are you trying to instigate, bro?
No,
what are you trying to instigate?
I don't know if he was saying movie theater down like at this house. Is that what he was saying? I wish we knew what did she do behind the camera. And then they're like, oh, and then he's like, oh, there is a movie theater downstairs or down there or whatever. And then he was like, oh, you're trying to instigate. Like, well, like was surprised. What are they even talking about? And is it, yeah, because there's no movie theater in his house, right? In the basement. It probably is this house.
I mean, shit. What's the vibes? How's everybody's day doing? How's everybody's fourth going?
I don't know why they left us.
America Day.
They went on a little side mission date kind of vibe, you know? They went on a little date vibe.
The chat is moving way too fast, bro. You
Play the music? How am I play the music? Y'all hear how loud it is outside?
Start singing in the hallway. Baby, what
you
you
can
doing?
bring your best friends right now. Meet me at the West End uptown. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Listen.
Bro, that's the summer anthem.
No, it is. No cap.
We not drop that ASAP.
No cap.
Huh? She chilling out. Yeah. She talking to Boba. Or just Boba. But I think I might.
The crazy thing is,
Okay.
Silky got security at his own party. That's crazy. Going back with the braids, I was like, why you got security?
He really, yeah, I don't know.
I guess he got emotional like that, bro.
Yeah.
He needs the security, I guess.
Alright, well, shit. I'm gonna go out, maybe jump in the pool. Let me know if y'all need anything.
Yeah, do it.
In my F right here, chat.
Hey, were all of those security? What the heck? There was like 3 security. I saw the one that was kind of standing next to David and them. But how many security do they have? Hold on, let me rewind it. 1, 2, 3. Those are all 3 security guards. They're all just standing there. What the heck? Watch.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. And then there was one. I don't know if one of these guys was the one standing next to him too that you kept seeing. But wow. I guess, I mean, it's good to have the safety aspect.
In my F right here, chat.
Must be nice to have all that money to just get parties and security guards. And YouTube has brought like this whole level of millionaires. The kids just have so much money and don't know what to do with it, of just like being acting sometimes like an idiot or gaming or you know what I'm saying, just doing anything, and they're like millionaires. It's freaking crazy. Okay, I gotta find there's another time where they're talking and they're talking about baby oil and stuff. Did they talk for a minute? Like Asia, Asia's there. Hold on, I gotta find it. I swear I thought I time stamped it all, but I'm missing that one. Hold on. I bet you I feel like it's around the one time stamp that hold on. Just give me a minute, guys. It's actually where I got the picture for the thumbnail too. It's like, where is it? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to think if I could play something else while I'm looking for it. Is this it? Yeah, I think it's right here. Hold on. Unless this is the one I already played. Let's see. Wait. Maybe it is the part I already played. Let me just see. Because I didn't play one where they're talking about baby oil yet, did I? So you can see Asia right here. David.
Come on! He'll be here soon.
Yeah, David is eating. He's got something on his plate. You got Celeste.
What you doing? What?
Yeah.
Neo, Asia.
Yeah, enjoy the party. Let me know if y'all need anything.
Put that down.
Jason,
Yeah, see, he's got the.
Put it down.
Where the fuck you find that?
Why is this here?
This was Jason's for a video.
Room. I saw this. Put that down. We found this.
Reminds me of P. Diddy.
I don't know why they got Johnson everywhere. That's crazy.
Every room I go into, I find a ball of this.
I'm just trying to.
It's giving Puff Daddy vibes.
I'm so excited right now. I'm gonna chill, bro. I'm gonna sit right here and smile.
It's not unused, bro.
Someone like you already used others. Oh my god.
That's not me. Hey, listen. We're gonna use this after the camera's cut off. I'm just kidding.
Jason, this is your.
That's yours?
That's yours. You didn't even need to take the fall.
I did because I don't want to make you look crazy right now. I see what's going on around the area right now. You good,
Got
bro?
some
You good?
chefs back there.
The area.
This is mine.
Listen.
This is mine. Don't worry, bro.
Listen.
You take that in.
I can't. She want to do her own thing.
Celeste H right there. It almost seems like now seeing them like at the party. It seems like they're not as social. They're kind of just stick to themselves, maybe more quiet. But I'm thinking maybe that's how parties are, as far as people on their phones looking down for periods of time. That might just be the way it is now. You know, they kind of like somebody will pass, you talk to him for a minute, and then you're on, because like Celeste is just like looking down on her phone, and no, and Neo was, you know, in the background. But hey, when I was in high school or even 20s going to parties, like there was no really phones. We didn't, phones weren't a big thing. So it's different.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to butt in. Are you trying to force this?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What?
Yeah, they're doing a TikTok or whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on, or streaming, and then people looking at chat. So yeah, it's probably normal.
Yo, what am I doing again?
Bro, I
Come on,
just got a crazy, like, bro, I can't find it, bro. I'm happy right now.
I know, me too. yo, hey, me too. Me too. What's up, Zah? Yo, man.
Oh.
Yo, bro, look at me. I'm sitting on this table and I'm still not taller than
Hey.
So Jason's all happy because Sakura gave him a kiss on the cheek. Okay, if you watch the beginning of this, and he goes nuts over a kiss on the cheek, and I already thought they were dating at this time, so I'm sure they already even have kissed. Unless if this was the beginning of the relationship, I don't know. I'm thinking they were already dating, because if you go back, they were going on dates, I think, before this. So I'm like thinking, like, why is he freaking out about a kiss on the cheek so much? He's like, oh my God. He's like, talking about, I can't believe this just happened. No way, dude. No way, dude. He's like, I'm sitting. Then one guy's like, I've never seen you act like be like this. And he's all happy. And then right now he was just like, oh my God. But you should see when it first happened. But it was just like a kiss on the cheek. I'm a little bit confused. And like I said, I could see if it was they hadn't been dating, so he doesn't know, he likes her, but he doesn't know if she likes him. And then she kisses him on the cheek, and he's like, oh, but I'm pretty sure they were already dating at this time. I don't know. It's kind of cute, but it's like, what? It's confusing.
What's up, bro? This is not glazing. You look brolic.
I'm trying to get like you, bro.
No, you look big.
Hey, Brian.
This is Brian. He's my trainer, my friend.
Oh, shit.
And my bodyguard as well.
This guy, you could tell, thinks he's so cool. He like, oh, he's walking around like I don't know. He reminds me, like, he thinks he's like, why do I keep thinking of like the mafia or something? He's like the boss. I don't know. He just seems like he thinks he's like so cool or something. I don't know. I don't think he looks that cool. It looks like he's trying too hard to look the part.
Hey!
Oh, Jason. My Vietnamese nephew.
Yeah, look.
I'm not gonna make a hot. I'm not gonna make a hot. This is sick.
That was a picture.
Look like you've been
That was the picture of Sakura kissing him on the cheek.
lifting this shit. I'm on, twin. Lifting it. You take a shot. How you feeling?
With it, bro. We'll make it with it.
Where the shots at?
Outside.
Hearing it?
So, we taking a shot or what? Huh?
This bro,
I need that. That's so fire.
I only made 10 of these. Yeah, this is my nephew. He's Vietnamese.
I like that.
My Vietnamese nephew.
Yeah, say Xin Chào.
Xin chào. What does that mean?
yeah, no, don't say that.
Say downstream.
No,
What does that mean?
It means I'm streaming right now.
Downstream? Wait, how does it?
Downstream.
Stream?
Downstream.
Downstream.
Yes.
There you go.
So we get a shot or what?
I mean, I already have one, but I'll take one with you.
Wait. I need a slushy shot from Saeed. That's just.
So like I said, I didn't really watch this ahead of time. I just kind of fast forward and seen where they were in it. So that's about it. We already seen the rest of this part. So I guess it was pretty underwhelming. I thought that there was going to be more. I just would timestamp when it started. So I thought it was longer than what it was. But I have a couple of screenshots I want to read. And then you know what I might do, guys? End this live after I finish going over whatever. I forget what I have on the screenshots, but going over the rest of the stuff I want to go over, and then do that premiere of that live stream of them getting ready in the bathroom. But do you think I should just, because if I do it a premiere, you guys could chat in it. But the only thing is though, if I do it that way, like I'm not there to be able to like stop it, rewind it, or like replay it if you guys want to hear something. But I guess you could do that, when it gets uploaded after that. Because because there's probably gonna be times where you want to hear like what they're saying in the background or whatever. So I don't know. I'm debating if I shouldn't just be on it too. I don't know. Let me think here. Let me know in the chat what you think. Because I almost feel like if I do it that way, it might be easier. If I just put it up, it might be easier for you guys to be able to stop it and, you know, rewind or whatever, or like, I don't know. All right, hold on a second. Let me remove this. Let me see what other screenshots, just random stuff I feel like. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is interesting. So this mega boob, if you remember, I think this is the same guy. Isn't this Jake? Hold on, let me make sure it's the same person or it has the same name. One second. Yeah, that's the same. Well, this just says mega and this says mega, but it's got to be the same thing, right? So this was just August 8th, 2026. The reason I'm saying that, because I think it's the same guy that Jake, that he, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ketsi, or I feel like you might know. Oh, I didn't share it. Hold on. Not this, but this right here, where it said David had planned to make a video explaining the situation and upload it to YouTube, but his team advised him to not upload it. However, it was recorded. And he's talking about like this Celeste situation, whatever. And the reason I think this might be legit, like maybe this is for real, because I think this is the guy that was talking to him, right? It's the same name. We're gave away 2, but they were all signed. Now I'm pretty sure this was Jake, right? Because Jake's the one that he gave. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The vinyls to, like this guy. I'm pretty sure this guy's that mega guy, where it says this one was a Christmas gift that I have only just unsealed. Withered was a high contender for my album of the year, so it's amazing to be able to say I owned a signed copy. Anyone who knows me knows how much I glaze the man himself, David, every day, so this will be proudly displayed in my bedroom. But it's this guy. Hold on, let me where David gave his left boob, and well, he gave his PlayStation to, and then he's the one that showed like his search history. It's like, should I get to you in a few days, January 2nd? On the PlayStation 5 is goated, or Red Room 2, or Red RDR2. On the PS5, when you make a new profile, keep my profile on there so you can download all the games in January. You know what? I got you, Twin. I'll send you a PS5. Oh, I wrote this in the wrong order. So he's saying I'll send you one, and then he's saying keep his profile, and then he's saying it should get to you in a few days. And then he says, yeah, on PS5, when you make a new profile, keep my profile so you can download all the games in my library and play them on yours for free. I have every game. Jake's, I'm pretty sure this is Jake's bet will do. And David says start with Spider-Man, then play The Last of Us 1 and 2. And he says, oh my god, I've wanted to play that game. And then this is also, I think it's all the same person, right? This is Jake. So somebody's asking him like, hold on, which one goes first? I don't know which one's first. So on March 8th or March, this would be March 2026, right? Says, happy birthday, bro. Hope you get a little chill day and God bless. And David said, thank you, brother. And then he says, is Arco like a Studio Ghibli type anime, or just a kid's animated film trailer? Doesn't help much, LMAO. I know I read this last live, but the reason I'm reading this again is because that new thing that I hadn't read about him wanting to make a video. So I'm trying to like set it up on who this person is, right? So David says, think of it like an old Disney film in the style of Ghibli. And this person says, I really want to see it, but my local lit has it where I either have to see it 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. And so then he's talking to Jake's talking to somebody, and this person says, oh wait, Jake's sending somebody else his messages between him and David, right? So Jake says, yo, I can low-key see why you went into a writing-heavy profession, LMFAO. That rental family review is beautiful. So this January 14th, 2026, right? David says, haha, thank you. My Wi-Fi went out for a day and I couldn't watch any movies, so I had to make sure my first review back was strong. And Jake says, he's back. Was beginning to think you abandoned Letterbox, LMFAO. Because that was January 14th, and then January 27th is where he said he's back. January 28th, David said, just saw Marty Supreme. You were right about the theater experience. Wow. And Jake says, yes, only way to watch it. Like I couldn't care less about the table, but the film just makes the game. And then this person says, what did he say after I want to see him talking about being in a theater? This dude's insane. No way, bro, was going to theaters. And Jake says, account not for Marty Supreme, but for Send Help. I asked him how he went to an opening day screening, and his answer was #prayers. I actually should have read this one first. I feel like I'm reading this backwards. This is the one. It says, so Jake says, I like to say I didn't know David. Like I had my first conversation with him September 5th, and obviously the body was found right after. And basically I DM everybody in my DMs on Christmas, Merry Christmas. And I sent one to him and he randomly responded. So then that's when they're interacting, and then he sends him his PlayStation. He sends him 3 signed vinyls, it looks like. It's probably because it's like one person that's okay with what's going on that's talking to David, right? I'm sure there's more of Jake's out there that talk to him, right? And then, so I think this is him, right? Because it makes sense. This was all, this screenshot was posted, I think, on Reddit with all of this. So I'm thinking they're saying this is the same person. This is Jake. And it does match, because this person's saying, not even as a biased opinion, but Wither was a groundbreaking album, 100%. Gave away 2, but they was all signed ones. He sent me 3 vinyls, which match up to this. This one was a Christmas gift. So look, signed, this is actually, that looks like a CD, doesn't it? I don't know. But it says this one was a Christmas gift that I have only just one unsealed. Okay, so I think it's the same one. Do you think is this person Jake? This one? So he's saying, oh damn, I have a different one. Which vinyl did you receive? Or is yours different? Because then I saw this on Reddit. Where is it at? One. This right here. And my point is that if this is that Jake guy that was talking to him, then David probably did open up to him and tell him this. So this probably is legit, that David was, because he needed to bounce off ideas to somebody. If this guy was talking to him, he was probably like, hey, I made a video, explaining this or that, to kind of, get somebody's opinion or share with somebody, right? So it says, David, I plan to make a video explaining the situation and upload it to YouTube, but his team advised him to not upload it. However, it was recorded. So I think this could be legit, because if this is indeed that guy. So my point is I bet you that will get leaked sometime. After not before, I'm sure not before the trial and stuff, because he wouldn't want anything to, interfere. But depending on how the trial goes, I bet you that he'll have somebody in his team, his parents, his family, his friends, somehow, I bet you we'll get to see that video. Don't you think? And not even if, like, let's say he says, okay, share that, or if the person just has it and then they're like, after so long, hey, I'm gonna leak this. Who knows? But we may, if this is true, we may get to see what his explanation is. I'm not saying I'm going to believe it, but I'm curious to see what he would say. What was it? What was it saying? I love to see it, because I'm sure it's lies, but let's see what you got to say. Let me take this. Okay, let me see what other screenshots. Hold on. I just have a few more and then I'll try to get that other one set up. Oh, this one right here. This January 17th, 2025. People were like, they think this is David's hand right here. So David was with Asia January, which would make sense. I mean, he was hanging out with her 2025. So I don't know why it's a big deal that he was. We know that they were always together a lot, but I think this was on Reddit where it was showing like the rings match up. So they think that was David, which I think it was too. And this was then I went to Instagram to get the actual original just to see. And then what is this one? Coachella, April 21st. I'm not sure why I got this. Let me see. Oh, here's that one, that one thing that came out a long time ago. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading it in order. Hold on a second. Okay, so do you remember that this came out like a while ago, and then Reddit posted it, and then they took it down, and now it's out again. I don't know, but it's so somebody had texted David's old number. Well, David's number, the most current number that they thought, oh, if David still has his same phone number and never changed it or got rid of his phone, they texted it, right? So here's the thing. Person responds and says that it's not David, but most people think that it actually was still David, and that he was just trying to like feel out and say some things. And from the responses, I think there's a good chance that that was David, at least at that time. So let me read, if you guys haven't seen this, let me read this here. Okay, we'll start with, I don't know which one goes first, but somebody says, is this crazy? Do I have the wrong number? So I would love to see what was wrote before this, because if this was like one of the first things, that right there tells you it's him. Because unless if I like to see the context of this, because if they're saying I have the wrong number, then how would they even, if this isn't David, then how would they know that they have the right number? How would he even know who this person is trying to get a hold of, right? But anyway, I just like to know what the context of before that. But anyway, so this person said, nah, it's the right number, just Norbit wrong person. Oh, just wrong person. To be honest, David got a new number like 6 months ago. Another thing, how does this person know that David got a new number 6 months ago? Just because maybe when this number got available doesn't mean that means David got a new number 6 months ago, right? Or you think they're just saying that because that's when they got this number, so they figured he got a new number? I don't know. I just feel like, how would you know that? Okay, so he's saying David got a new number 6 months ago, then I got this number. And this person says, oh, it makes sense now, thanks. He says, no problem. Now, I forget the Reddit post that this was up on originally. I forget what they like. Why does this person just post Celeste Herrera's phone number? I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of context, but like, why would he post that? So this is supposedly not David. How would they even know Celeste Herrera's phone number? Yeah, you could look it up, but like, why would they? You know, like you could do a background search or whatever, but it just seems weird. How, like, what? Okay, so that's kind of weird. And then so here's more text between them. So he says, they say, how do you know David? Oh, hold me, stretch my legs. Hold on. Okay. So David slash the new number person is this side. Okay. So this person is the one that has David's number. So somebody says, he says, yeah, I own this number with this. And then this person says, how do you know David? And he says, he's famous. You think he killed Celeste, the other one? So he's saying the other one because not Celeste Herrera. And this person says, no, I don't think he did. And he says, I was in Discord server of people trying to solve the case. Some people said, what if David X, you, was jealous and killed him? Ain't that crazy? I don't know why it says you. And this person says, what server was it? I don't know. I left it, died out, and got banned. They started doxing this number thinking it was David. The person says, yo, that's crazy. So I have the wrong number. But here's the thing. This person just happened to get David's number and like is all into this case. It's just weird. I don't understand why they say you. Some people said, what if David's ex, what you, was jealous and killed him? Ain't that crazy? See, I don't know all the context of this. Who did this person say they were, you know? Maybe Cat's here. That's what makes me wonder because he's saying you. Anyway, so let's go to the next one. Okay, says, ain't that crazy? So this person that got David's number just so happened was in his Discord, people trying to solve a case. And the person says, what server was it? They say, I don't know. I left it, died out, got banned. They started doxing this number thinking it was David. Okay, that didn't even give us anything new. Hold on. Is there another screenshot? No, that's all we have. But then there's more where it shows it shows like they're to basically confirm. Let me make sure it doesn't dox anybody. Hold on a second. Some of the other screenshots that were with it. Hold on. It just confirms that that was Celeste's actual number, I think, Herrera. And then it confirms that, you know, David owned that number too, at least. That was his number. Yeah, it's just showing that like it all matches. Okay, let me seg it out. Oh, Zeke's back up here with me now. Okay, and then what else did I get? This was kind of interesting. It says, this is Reddit. I've been doing some digging and came across something strange. According to metadata pulled directly from his Gmail linked Google account, David made a change to his Google profile picture on September 8th, 2025, which is the exact same day Celeste's body was discovered, though her identity hadn't been released to the public. So, I don't understand. I'm trying to remember how this is set up. Computer stuff here. It says you're up to date, stored, session, loaded, Google account, custom profile, default, last profile edit. So this person's saying, where does it say? It shows there was more explaining how I forget which countries they do it backwards. So this was actually September 8th, not August 9th, because the way they write their dates. And it shows the Gmail, and then Wait, where is it at? Google Plus extended data. So yeah, last edit was the day they found her, which is kind of crazy. And then it says, hold on. Here, I've been doing some digging. Okay, September 8th. There's some minor ambiguity. I can't say that right now here because I'm UK based. The day was pulled via a tool like G Hunt, which displays timestamps, whereas the year, month, date, day format. So it's likely September 8th, not August. And that's what lines up eerily with the case timeline. What makes it more odd is that the photo is updated to isn't of Celeste, but shows someone wearing a pair of Jordans that aren't easily whatever identified. I think I use Google Lens and the image only shows up once, linked to a random SoundCloud playlist. This confirms it wasn't widely circulated or generic image, making the change feel more intentional. I also verified this account is definitely his because there's a Google Maps review made on it 2 years ago to dentist, only 15 minutes away from his confirmed LA address at the time. I might be reaching, but I still find it strange that he would quietly update his Google profile picture on the same day the body was found, before anything was publicly confirmed, especially given there were no tour cancellations, emotional posts, or press mentions around the date, just silence. Curious what others think. It's just a coincidence or something more paying attention to. So here is, wait, where is it at? Hold on, I got it. That's shows the dentist, that the Google review and the dentist right here. That's the picture. I think that's Celeste's feet, though, don't you? Or do you think it's just nobody's? It kind of reminds me of Celeste. It's definitely not his. So it's either a picture of Celeste or just nobody's. Just he got it offline or something. They said if you do a reverse image search, it just links to a Spotify profile. But it's Smile Recreation Dentistry. So, but that's weird. He edited it that day. I don't know. That is kind of odd. And then this is under, I don't remember. I don't know if it says, I don't know if the post said what video this was under, but wait, hold on. I think it goes. Hold on. So this person says, did you know David blew up in music? How did you know? Somebody says, how did you know this was his account? How did bro what? No what? So this person says, David is my first cousin. And somebody says, dead ass question mark. And the person says, yes, why, LOL, why would I lie? And this person says, damn, how does it feel having a serial killer cousin? And this person says, I wasn't surprised when the news came out, but I feel so sorry for Celeste. She was a sweet girl. I've talked to her a couple of times. And then somebody says, wait, for real then? Everyone knew she was hanging out with him? But this person might just be lying. But why would you lie? But people do all the time about like something like this. So was that the cousin? Was it not? He's claiming to be David's first cousin, and they're not surprised. And they talk to Celeste. Might be just full of it. I don't know. Which one is this? Oh, yeah, these are the messages. I feel like I hadn't read them in a while. Maybe some people hadn't seen them. The ones with Celeste's brother. It's just real quick. Just reviewing something. So David or Matthew or somebody says to Celeste Rivas' brother, dude, why does David follow you? All respect to your sister. And I hate how shitty people are being. Was it really him? Jesus, all love, man. And Celeste's brother says, yeah, it was him because he found my account out of nowhere and followed me. This person says, F, well, he has it coming. That's wild, just randomly. Did you even talk to him? And he says, I met him once in person. And this person says something, being with him like she was living with him. All of this shit is so confusing and disgusting. And he says, I knew and went to the police about it, but the lack of evidence, so it was waved off. Somebody says, BS, now that there's 1,000 people backing you up, that won't happen again. But if they had listened, and he says, even then, they don't do anything. They haven't even done anything towards him. And the person said, that's how it is with celebrities. Just look at effing Diddy. They don't do shit. He says, I know, effing sucks. Says, effing crazy people suffer for it. How long was she gone? And he says, dead? And this is the thing that people were talking after we got the information of when the murder happened. It makes no sense. He says 2 weeks. And this message was after they had found and identified her, basically, that it was her. And he said she's been dead 2 weeks. So that can mean either two things. One, he just guessed and he was wrong. Maybe so, I don't know why he would say 2 weeks. Or David was using Celeste's phone, pretending to be Celeste, talking to her family, or at least her brother. So they thought that's who they were talking to. Possibly. We'll probably find out at the trial if that was happening. I mean, they haven't mentioned that yet. Otherwise, I don't know why he would have said that. Anyway, and this person says, damn, that's soon. People have been saying like a month. Or damn, that soon. People have been saying like a month. The dude's a weirdo. His songs all have weird messages and imagery. What do you think happened? Like he just didn't want her to expose him being with her. And Matthew says, I don't know. Person says, damn, was your sister like in love with him and choosing to stay? I'm guessing it was just all him, just manipulating her. And he says, yeah, she was always saying that he was waiting till she was 18 to get married and stuff like that. Person says, effing sick. What's crazy is all people in his circle who knew and didn't say shit. I saw one guy got sued by. But that's the crazy thing, because he's telling the brother, oh, people knew and didn't say anything, but the brother knew too. So it's just so confusing. Like, what the heck? Look how creepy he looks. I think this was the Fonda, the first night, I think. I don't know who's taking that picture. Could that be her? Because no, I mean, probably not. I think it's a boy, but I don't know, because it's the first night. She would have had the dark hoodie on the first night. This picture was from like an article. It was from the Fonda. There was an article that they had pictures from that night. And this was the one that I chose to save because I thought it was interesting. Trying to figure out who that was. It might be that other kid that's let me see what he was wearing. Hold on. That other young kid. Let me find him. But I guess we don't know which night this picture would be from, though. Like this kid, maybe. He does have a dark, at least on this day, but that could have been any night, though. Hold on. Let me see other nights. Sorry, if you're just coming, I already went through these slow. If you want to check it out, go back. I just want to find the kid, see what, I just want to see something. Yeah, he's got a dark here, that star. Because I'm thinking it could be him, but it kind of could be Celeste too, I feel like, with her hood up. Because she had that dark hoodie. Oh, wait, I think I do see a part of a star. I think it is him. Doesn't that look like a part of that star on his hoodie? Yeah. Because he has like a star hoodie right here. Yeah, I think that's him. Okay. Well, I tried. I thought maybe, but he just looks creepy there. Okay. Sorry, I know I didn't have too much for you today. I was, I was out of town and I just wanted to do a live, and then didn't have time to do like a whole ton of research. I meant to add this to that one video where I was doing the video where I was talking about the parents and her staying with her cousin, because I don't know if I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this way back. This was going around, but hold on. I think this one's first. Hold on. Oh, there's two separate ones. Okay, so this is her cousin, Naomi. So she says, I'm disappointed in my own aunt, to be so honest with you. We were going to put her somewhere after she ran away the second time. She then ran away the next day after a really bad argument with her. So when she's talking about her aunt, she's talking about Celeste's mom. Okay. So Celeste's mom is this cousin's aunt, right? So she's saying we were going to put her somewhere after she ran away the second time. She then ran away the next day after a really bad argument with her and our family. She then came to live with us the summer of 2024. Later on, when school started, she went back to her parents and later ran away one last time. She was perfectly fine under me and my parents' roof, but always ran away under my aunt's. So, which is her mom. So they're saying she was fine when she was with her aunt, Celeste's aunt. And so when she was with Celeste's aunt and her cousin, you know, when Celeste was with her aunt and cousin, I should say. But then when she would go to her mom's, that's when, like, this is her opinion, the cousin's opinion, and that's when it was worse, it sounds like. And somebody says, the whole family, a sad case. I go to war about mines. Shut up. I don't know. And then this person says, you were a cousin, right? Go fight for your people. Her parents failed her genuinely. Now, this was a while ago, these comments. It was definitely before, you know, the preliminary hearing and all that, where we got like confirmation that she was with her aunts that summer. And so this was a while ago when this comment was made. And then this is the same cousin. Says that baby's parents failed her, and Naomi, the cousin, says David failed her. And this person said predators are everywhere. It's a parent's responsibility to protect their children from said predators. It's a textbook neglect, but you look like a child, so I wouldn't expect you to understand that, LOL. And Naomi, the cousin, says, no effing shit. You swear you know it all, but only know what the media has said. Let her rest. She was a teen thinking she was older, weirdo. Which, you know, I mean, she says that, and then in this one, it kind of sounds like she does see that maybe her mom at least didn't have control over her. So not blaming her cousin's not blaming Celeste's mom necessarily. Now that I see like both comments, you know, so you can see she doesn't blame her mom, but she's saying like Celeste did better under Celeste's aunt, which would be Naomi's mom. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. I've been wanting to share that. I just kept forgetting. Yeah, I think that's all. So do you want me to do that tonight, you think? Let me put a thumbnail together. If yeah, I'll either do that tonight or tomorrow. I'm trying to think what would be better since I did a live tonight. The 2.5 hour stream of them getting ready. Because I actually want to listen to it again with you guys too. Because like we listened to it that one time, I did it on a live and just listened to it with you guys or watched it with you guys. But I feel like we probably missed so much. I would love to listen to it a couple more times or watch it a couple more times, because I bet you we could pick up something new every time. And see, like, be able to hear, you know, different things in the background that we couldn't hear the first time. So, you know what I should do? I'll do the premiere just playing it, right? And then do another live stream and kind of go through it with you guys and see what everybody heard. Like I'll, you know, say what, point out things maybe I heard, and you guys could point out things you heard, and we could kind of go through it and give it a really good listen again and see if we missed anything. Yeah, let's do it like that. Okay, I'll try to get it up tonight. It'll be a premiere, like I said, so it'll be under my pre-records, but it'll do it where you could chat. It'll be like I'll premiere it for a certain time, and then you guys could chat, and it'll be like you could chat when it's live, like a live stream, if you guys know what premieres are. Hey, Forgotten Baby. Oh, yes, yes. Let me talk to you guys for a minute before I end this. I'm trying to decide if I want to put that up tonight or not, or do it tomorrow. Jim. Who else we got? Kalissa. Yeah, there is. Um, what is today is Monday. Yeah, I could show, but why does that say $375 or something? I'm nervous. Like, where did I mean, do I have to pay for that picture? That's why I haven't showed it yet. I don't understand why it says that. Like, what, hold on, let me see. Let me look at that again. What the heck? Why would you even pay $375 for like a, I don't get it. Oh no, there's not even a, oh no, there's not even a watermark on it. Okay, yeah, I could share it. There's not even a watermark or anything. I don't know what that's for. Is that for a piece of clothes or something? Hold on, let me bring it up. Well, 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Okay. All right. Here. This is the picture Master Death Hancock wanted me to show. That was thinks that that's Celeste. Well, when did he go to Paris? I mean, we know. I mean, she didn't go to Paris with him though. So why? You know what I'm saying? There's no thing that says she went to Paris with him. So I think that would have been one of the things where they said she went to London, Texas, Vegas. They never said Paris though. So I don't think she went with them. Um, it could be anybody. It looks like this person's maybe with this person. I mean, he's looking down at whatever she's doing. Um, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you can't really see much, and I think she even has a little darker skin than that. I don't know. My conclusion is no, it's not her. What do you guys think? No, not the 2025 April. From like everything, I feel like the 2025, that April, no, she was already like home and then she went back and then she was home. So those initial two runaway flyers, I think then she was back home and then they realized, okay, she's going with David. Like then I think they didn't report her missing after that anymore. And she had already been home because I think it was September, her birthday in 2024, September, she was home for. I'm guessing it was for her birthday because then that argument with the neighbors was September 8th, 2024. And then she went to her cousin's graduation in April 20, that was 2024. No, it was May. So no, I think by the time 2025, April 23rd, when he got her that Uber, that is a good question though. Did she tell her parents that she was leaving that day? Because very good question. Because if she told him, hey, I'm going over David's for a little bit, and then she never came home months later, then it would still be like, oh wait, she's missing. Where'd she go? Like she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? She was going there for the night or for the week or whatever. If she told him like I'm going there for overnight or for the weekend or whatever, the week or whatever she said, and then months passed and she didn't come home. They never reported her missing again. Or was it that she didn't tell them that she was going and she left, but still they never reported her missing again? But maybe because they never officially reported her found again from the year prior. So that whole thing is a freaking mess because they never said, oh, she's found, at least that we know of from the previous spring. How are they going to report her missing again when they never said she was found again? You know what I'm saying? Which they should have, but I don't know. It's all a mess. It's a freaking mess. I don't even know what to make out of it. I really don't. I don't want to make any judgments or anything, or I don't know what to think. I really don't, because I hope we learn some stuff at the trial on like what that situation is, like how much did they know, and what was that situation, you know? I need to cut my hair. I gotta have my mom cut it. Anyway. Yeah, she was living with her aunt in the summer of 2024. But then, you know, who knows, all of 2025. I mean, at least the end, like who knows, the fall 2025. Well, that's when she went to, I think, Vegas in August. Texas in September, I think, and then October in Paris or London, right? And then come into December, something happened, or maybe on the trip by December or November or whatever is when they kind of like maybe broke up or whatever happened. And then December, though, the end of December, she was over there. But remember, December 2024 is supposedly the time when she was talking to that exile or whatever, her friend, talking about how, you know, she was spam calling David, crying, and you know, they broke up, and then she's like, no, I'm not going to go back with him or whatever, that whole thing. And so that, yeah, so that matches up with like December, they were kind of broke up, but then she ends up going and getting together with him the end of December. We know, we see New Year's Eve, and then January 2nd, she's in his hoodie and it's on his camera file. So she's with him then. And then, so then they're just like kind of on and off, it sounds like. So, I mean, I think it was just like, yeah, she'd come to her parents and leave. So they obviously knew about him. I don't know. Who knows how much they knew about him, or if it was like a fight and they were trying to tell her not to see him, or I don't know. But, you know, whatever we find out, it's probably going to be like what, you know, we're only going to be able to hear one side. So if the cops interviewed David's or Celeste's parents, we're going to hear what they have to say, but we can't hear Celeste's side of, you know, what her side is. So I don't know. It's crazy, guys. It's freaking crazy. Yeah, I mean, he's the one to blame, though. You know, it's him. He freaking manipulated her. You know, the whole Operation Awesome. It was like he was trying to. It almost seemed like he was pushing her to, you know, do that. She wasn't the one. From the tech, at least the text they shared with us, it was her instigating, or him. Sorry, him. You know, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is what's gonna happen. Yeah, right. You're right. It's I can't even imagine like possibly a couple times getting rid of your baby at that age, okay? Like imagine like even like, you know, she didn't get to live into her adult years, but like that would have also been something she would have struggle with her whole life, doing that, because it wasn't her choice. You know what I'm saying? It was the situation where she probably would have kept it. She probably would want to keep it, but then she knows, how David didn't want to. So, you know, when you see her then after that, maybe saying things like, um, I don't want it, or we can't keep it, or whatever. I mean, I feel like that's just her trying to appease David and what he wants, acting like, yeah, no, we can't. But I guarantee if David was like, had a whole different attitude, like, yes, we got to keep it, we'll be okay. I know we're young, but, like she'd be all for it, she's just young and impressionable. So, yeah, of course, that was him influencing her. She would have kept it, I think. I mean, I'd be willing to bet if David was for keeping it, she'd be like, yep. Um, yeah, it does, Lorraine. You're right. It does. It's so crazy. And then that one text, now I forget the exact words, but where she's like, please don't make me have another one of those. It's just like heartbreaking. Like she's begging to not, like, to make sure that she doesn't have to have another one. Like, because I guarantee what he was doing, it was the whole pull out method. Like, oh, I'll pull, it was all on him just so he didn't have to use protection. That's my guess is what happened. Yeah, I will. And then it would be like, it'd be one of those things like, oh, shoot, I couldn't help myself, baby. I couldn't help myself. I did it again, but we'll be all right. And you know what I'm saying? Or lying, saying he did, but he really didn't. That's what it seems like it was, which I don't understand why not birth control. Why wasn't she on the pill then, But I mean, if she was able to get I don't want to say that word because I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know. YouTube is, I feel like they're always changing what words we could say, but I don't know if that's one of the words that triggers it. But if she was able to do that, she was definitely able to get on birth control. And I know that, like, you could get on that if you don't have to be an adult, because they'd rather you have, safe sex than not. So I don't understand that part. I don't understand why she wasn't. And plan B. So she was able to get all that. So she was dang sure able to get on birth control. If somebody would have, first of all, she shouldn't have been, that shouldn't have been happening. But if you're going to, like, I don't understand why that wasn't an option, It's just weird. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why didn't they think of that? Like, why was it just like, oh, can't do that, plan B? Like, why not? Like, but was she not, like, educated to know that was an option? But there you go. That's because she is a freaking kid and she shouldn't be making those decisions. And David's solutions was this plan B and A and the getting rid of him. So, like, he's the adult, that's his solution, so that's what she was doing. So I mean, maybe she wasn't educated. She seemed pretty, like, wise for her age though, and experience, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever know that. Like, maybe we'll see more text or more things on, like, was that something that they tried to get, or was there a reason that she couldn't? And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a thing that doesn't make sense, that they were doing it afterwards instead of preventative, when, like, that would have been something that would have, you go to Planned Parenthood, that could have been covered. Like, that stuff you could get covered. You could get free. If you know what I'm saying, they'd rather, see you be safe than not have that option. So yeah, I don't know. I do not know why. What's a Darwin Award, Jimmy? Oh, but wait, Calissa, though, wouldn't you be, if you're against religious reasons, if you can't take birth control, you sure in the heck can't have the abortion, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Right? That would be I mean, or plan B, that would be worse. So like if they're going against the religious issues for those two things, why not just do, you know what I'm saying? Do something that's more safe and not as extreme on your mind and mentally, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Because they both would be against it then. Like, I mean, plan B and abortion would be no if it's religious reasons just as much as birth control. So I don't know. It's it makes no sense. It makes no sense. But you know what? She's a kid, and that's the whole point of why kids shouldn't be in that position to have to make those decisions. You know what I'm saying? So case in point right there is why she was too young. She was too young to make a good educated decisions like that. And you can't even blame her. She was a kid, you know, and probably didn't even have, you know, a home or education, that kind of education at home. She was missing a lot of school, so she probably wasn't getting, you know, much of that at school. So and David wasn't obviously helping in that area. So yeah. Yeah, her aunt, you're right though. Her aunt probably, it sounds like her aunt would have, but who freaking knows? This is just a sad case. You can get only if you take yourself out of evolution, mostly. Yeah, I know who Darwin is, but I didn't know. I definitely know who Darwin is, but I didn't know the award though. Is an award you can only get if you take yourself out of evolution. But what is like, what is the qualifications to get it? Like, what is it about? I know what I know who Darwin is and evolution and all that stuff. But I mean the award though, like what is it like mean, like what is the things that it's like you should get the Darwin award, like because you're a good singer or you're, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Or because you did so much for humanity, or what is the whole purpose of it? Is the I'll look it up. Anyway, I'll look it up right now and see Darwin Awards. A tongue-in-cheek honor recognizing an individual who supposedly improved the gene pool. Oh, I see. By eliminating themselves. Wait, is this, that is good. By, okay, wait. Supposedly improve the gene pool by eliminating themselves from it through extraordinary foolishness. Wow. Now I see what you mean. Yes, he should get one of those. Wow. The awards require nominees to demonstrate staggering lack of common sense, self-selection, and in death or total sterilization. Now I get it. Yes, he should. Yes. Wow. All right, guys. No apology. Wait, why are you apologizing, Jim? Um, oh no, that was good. I learned something. I'm glad you said that because it made me look it up and learn. Now I know what that means. That's funny. Um, yeah, Calissa. Well, thanks, guys. It's good to be back. I'm like I said, I'm back from my trip. Sorry I was gone for a week because I was out of town. I had fun. Went to Sandusky at Kalahari. It's like a water park, which I'm not. I hate water slides and stuff, but I just did it to hang out with my niece, and it's cool. So like I went like maybe a couple hours and watched her go down the slides, but most of the time, I mean, you're in. They got restaurants and just arcade. I played arcade. I won Gia all these like from the claw. I won her like 5 stuffed animals, She loves it. And what is that called? A dumpling, which is like, this squishy thing. It's actually very satisfying to squish. This dumpling, it comes all sealed up and you have to open it and you get like there's rare ones. She got actually one of the rare ones. And so I won her that, and then I won her like maybe like 5 like littler ones, and she was loving it. She was loving it. I love surprising her. But I was always really winning most of them when she wasn't with me. So then she'd be like, "Okay, show me which machine she won at, and like show me how to do it." And then I couldn't do them. Like I just would get more lucky, or they would be set up better when she wasn't with me, and then she'd come and she'd be disappointed because I couldn't do it or she couldn't do it. I think I won like 2 little ones when she was with me. And then they have this mirror maze. Oh, for those of you guys, this is my wind down, guys. I wind down where I just talk about just random stuff, anything, life, whatever. But I'm done with the case for the live. So I'm just gonna talk about my trip. But yeah, so there's this mirror maze. Oh, she's hilarious. You go in, and it's like this mirrors, and they're all mirrors. That was fun. But then Friday, we went to Cedar Point. Dude, she is the bravest little girl. She's 6 years old, weighs like not even 50 pounds, I don't think. Dude, she is just 48 inches. So 48 inches is one of the levels for like a lot of the roller coasters. So there's 32, there's 48, there's like 52, there's 54, whatever, higher ones too. So she was just like, we weren't sure if she was quite 48. Like a lot of times they weren't paying attention, but then when they did measure her, like they put this thing and they let her, but it was like, if you put her up to the 48, she wasn't quite to it, but they put the parallel stick and they said, yeah, dude, she's so brave. She rode the Magnum. 6 years old, rode the Magnum. Power Tower. Do you know how high the Power Tower is? Me and Tom, you're like, man, I forgot how scary that is. You drop. She is like a little daredevil or whatever. And then she was telling me she would ride any of them. She was taller. Like they had the slingshot where they sling you, where you pay. It's like you have to pay to. I was like, would you do that when you're big enough? Yeah, I'd ride. You wouldn't be scared. She's like, yeah, I wouldn't be scared. I'll do it. Let's do it. I'll do it. And we're like, Tommy's like, no, you're not quite big enough for that. She's like, I'll do it. I'll do it. But actually, you only had to be 48 inches. But Tommy didn't want to tell her because he's like, I don't want her to ride that. And since she was passing the 48-inch ones, he's like, no, she's just a little bit too little for that yet. But she was like, I'll do it. I'll ride it. She's so great. Yes, I know. Lorraine, I wasted so much money. So I was like saying, like, I could have just bought her like these nice stuffed animals for the price. You know what I'm saying? I should have just bought her those. But I guess it wouldn't be as fun. The fact that I won them, she liked that more. It's like, ooh, like it almost like I feel like it meant more to her, like winning them for some reason. But I know, me and Tommy were like, man, I could have just bought her stuff and got her way nicer things. But I did buy her. I gave her $50 and let her spend it on whatever. That was just extra where she got to buy. So there's a Build-A-Bear, and we were like, Build-A-Bear, because she has a Build-A-Bear, but she said she was so young when they did it that she didn't really contribute because she doesn't remember. She was little. And so me and her dad and mom were like, okay, so let's do that. You could build your own. And it was like, you build it. But then she's like, well, I can't get as many accessories. So she just wanted to get accessories for her already Build-A-Bear that she has. So she got like a phone and this little raft and these high heels that she kept putting them on Noah, her brother. Because I just had a nephew. He's like almost 2 months now. And so he's a little baby, he came and she put the little high heel on him. It was so cute. I'm like, oh no, she's gonna be dressing you up, putting makeup on you. And then she got her Build-A-Bear like this little dress, this little like tutu, very prissy dress. She like didn't actually put it on him, but put it over him. It's like, look. But anyway, back to Cedar Point. We rode, so the Power Tower and Magnum were the two biggest ones that she rode, but the Gemini, which is a nice, good wooden one, um, the Mine Ride, because I'm trying to think all the ones she was tall enough, because she would have rode any of them, but she wasn't tall enough for a lot of them. And at first we didn't think, oh, Iron Dragon, we rode that twice. At first we didn't think she was quite 48 inches, so we were just going on the ones that were she could ride, not the 48-inch ones, which were very limited on roller coasters. There's only a few, like Iron Dragon. And then we're like, okay, let's try like a 48-inch and see what they say. And then the first couple ones, nobody even paid attention, and we made sure we held her, and it was like, okay, we don't know. And then the next one, they actually measured her, and we're like, and they're like, yeah, the letter was like, oh, I guess she is. Okay. So then we realized, okay, she could ride. We could ride any of the 48-inch ones because they measured her and they said she was fine. So that's when Tommy took her on the Magnum. I didn't ride the Magnum with her, but Tommy took her on the Magnum. I've rode the Magnum before. I rode the Power Tower with her, and then we rode the Power Tower. And then, like I said, the Gemini, and then some of the ones that were in the roller coasters that were in the kids area were fast, dude. I was like surprised. How is this a kids roller coaster? And even the kids roller coasters were 48 inches, which were weird. It was like, wait, but Tommy was saying that he thinks that like some of them were like 48 if you're by yourself, but if you're with your parent, you could ride them at 36 or something. I don't know. But I know some of them were 48 just anyway. But there's this cat one that you spin and then you go on a track. It's a roller coaster that spins. Goes pretty fast. It was like for a kid's ride, it goes fast. And then there was the Woodstock Express. It looks so little when you watch it, but it's fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot more fun than when you're like, oh, that's just a little kids roller coaster. And it's like, whoa, these go pretty fast. There was one more kids one that I was like, oh, I can't remember what it was. But it was funny because her first ride in was the merry-go-round. So it's like you start at the merry-go-round, you end at the Magnum and Power Tower, and then she rode the kids. It's like one of those drop ones, but it's the kids before she did the Power Tower. So it was like 20 feet, because she wanted to do the kid stuff too. 20 feet, and it just like drops a little bit, like it's like a little baby like Power Tower that drops. So she rides this, and then she ends up riding the Power Tower. It's just hilarious. Like you go from this to this, like oh yes, Cedar Point is in Ohio, Sandusky. It's like it's a really good amusement park for adults. It's got it has the dragster, the Top Thrill dragster. I remember like at time it would have the tallest roller coasters at certain times. I don't know if now, like I remember the Magnum used to be one of the tallest, and then they built the Millennium, which was taller than that was. And then the dragster. So if you guys are familiar, they used to have just like the dragster, and then they made it like, I think it was last year where they changed it where it does two things. So it used to just shoot up and it would go over and down so high and so fast real quick. And a lot of the times if the wind wasn't right, you wouldn't make it up and you go backwards back down. If the wind, it happened a lot. But then they added this back end where I can't remember if it shoots you. I think it shoots you up and you don't go all the way up, and then you go all the way up on the back end just as high as when you're going to go frontwards. And then you go, and then you go over this thing. You have to look it up. It's really big. Anyway, yeah, it was fun. Hey, bye, Danny. On the water, yeah, it's on the Sandusky. Wait, what is that body of water? Pretty Paranormal. It was just so fun, just like hanging out with her and watching how excited she got. And I was like, man, I'm freaking scared. Like I was like, man, I'm scared. So I'd be all nervous, and she'd be like, why are you nervous? Don't be nervous. Like, it was just cute. And then she would like have her hands up. I never really liked putting my hands up. I am a baby. I hold on. And she'd be like, you could tell she just felt so like, well, look, like she make sure I see like her hands being up. And then she always wanted to ride with me. It was just Denise had her mom had Noah, so she didn't go, like she just stayed at the hotel when we went to Cedar Point. So it was just me, Tommy, and Gia. And so she wanted to ride with me on all of them. And Tommy's like, "Don't you ride with me? You don't want to ride with me?" I mean, he was fine. He rode. She rode one with him, but a lot of the times I didn't ride all the ones they rode. So when they just them two rode, and then I rode. I rode a lot of them though, but then everyone I rode with her except one. But she's just so cute. She was so freaking cute. Yes, Demon Drop. I don't think they have the Demon Drop anymore there, but I rode the Demon Drop when they had it. The only one that I hadn't rode there is at least they have a couple new ones though, but I couldn't ride them because Geo wasn't big enough. But I never did ride the dragster because when we used to go up there in high school, it was always shut down. A lot of times it would be shut down because the wind. And now, like, I'm a little bit more of a baby where I don't want, I'm a little bit scared. But like back then, I would ride them. I did the bungee where there's three of you and you jump down. I was in the middle and you pull it and you do it. So I was like more brave then. And now with age, I'm a little bit more scared. So now I'm kind of scared to ride the dragster. So I never got to ride the dragster. I rode the Millennium, but there's a couple new ones. I love the Gatekeeper. I went a few years ago with my nephews, and so the Valraven and the Gatekeeper, those are really fun. Um, but there's two other new ones, and I guess there's one new, actually real new one that I didn't get to ride. Um, that I think is new this year, and then there's when I went with my nephews, there was a new one. Like maybe I was like 6 years ago, and it was new then. That I had to, I didn't get to ride because Cam, the younger nephew at the time, was scared to ride it, so I had to wait with him. I think that was the Maverick. Is that what it's called? Is there one called Maverick or something? Yeah, Maverick. And then I didn't get to Tommy. My brother's favorite one is Steel Vengeance. I think it was. I never got to ride that. So I never got to ride the Maverick, Steel Vengeance, and then there's whatever that newest one where it goes like it's one of those ones that it goes like this and it's just this track and then it goes the whole track goes like this and it connects. I forget what that's called, but that's the newest one. Yeah, I'm a chicken now because, like I said, when I was brave to ride them, it was shut down. When I would go in high school, it was always shut down at the times when I was there because the freaking wind, like it would shut down so much. I don't know if it still does because it, like, yeah, if there's too bad of wind, it has to shut. Did Mello, did you, where are you at? Did you ever ride it when it went back and didn't make it? Before the new one happens, because now there's a new one that has the track behind it, but before they added onto it, did you ever get one where like it didn't make it around and you came back down backwards? Because I know people say that happened a lot, or I would see it a lot, but my brother said, oh yeah, that happened to him. And I didn't go till I was at least yeah, it's like Six Flags. It has bigger roller. I feel like Cedar Point has a lot bigger, better ones. They're known for like some of the best roller coasters. But Six Flags isn't bad. I haven't been to Six Flags in such a long time. They probably have a lot more since the last time I've been there. And then Kings Island. But Cedar Point is just, I mean, for roller coasters, they got them both beat. The one that I hated, I rode with my nephews. Ruggaroo. It used to be the Mantis, the stand-up one, but they changed it. That one, me and Case hated it. It gave us the biggest headaches because it like jerks your head and it made our head like hit because you have these things, that pull down. It made your head like hit this. We both had the worst headache after. I will not ride that again. And everybody I talk to says the same thing. They're like, they hate that ride. It sucks. It looks fun, but it sucks. I actually liked it when it was the Mantis But um the Raptor, it's crazy because what I remember, like in high school when I would write them, and then when I wrote them as an adult, like later, like they feel so different. Like the Raptor, I remember when I wrote in high school was one of my favorites. It was like kind of newer. It was so much fun. I thought it was so smooth. Then I write it like probably, I think it was like 6 years ago when I went with my nephews. And it was so much more rough. And I was like, I didn't like it that much for some reason. I felt sore after it, not as much as the Ruggaroo, but it was like, it wasn't as smooth as I remember. It felt different because, you know, you get older and your body, it's just like, I felt the weight of like, you know, you go upside down and I felt the weight of yourself. I don't know how to describe it, but it just like, I think it's age and you just feel it on your body. Um, and not all upside down ones, but just that one because you're hanging and I don't know. But we didn't ride it. Then I think you have to be taller. But I love that, you know, in my 20s. What else? I love the Gatekeeper because it's so smooth. At least it was. I mean, maybe because when they're newer, they're smoother. And like when I rode the Raptor way back, it was newer. And I wonder if it is. You know, Gatekeeper I love now because it's so smooth. I wonder if in a little while it's going to be rough because when it gets old, I don't know. I didn't get to ride the Gatekeeper now, though. That was like, I don't know how many years ago. I feel like it might have been more than 5 or 6 years ago. Might have been like 8 years ago. I don't know. Gemini was fun. The one was shut down. And Gemini is the one where you race. There's two, but one was shut. But Gia love that. Because you pop like she's like, what is like you pop up. She liked that because it's like, you know, it goes like up where it goes up and down like consecutively where you like kind of pop out here. You pop up a little bit. She's like, I like that. That was the one where she rode with Tommy. I was right behind her. It's cute. Do it once a week? Do what once a week? Jim, what do you want once a week? Um, Corkscrew, yes. Corkscrew, I remember um that's kind of rough. I know like when I was in my 20s, you ride it, it's not that big of a deal, but I rode that when I was with my nephews. It wasn't bad, but I feel like it was still kind of rough. But maybe because it's older, you know, I don't know. That might have something to do with it when they get older. But yeah, I used to like that way better than I do now. But yeah, we didn't ride it though this week or this time. Um, I don't know how tall you had to be for that. I hate the blue streak. I think that's what yeah, blue streak. I freaking hate that one. So that was like one of the first roller coasters I rode. I was with my friend Timmy Joe and her parents and her mom. I was in the seat with her mom. I think Timmy Joe was with her dad. Dude, I popped out like that. There was just from what I remember, maybe it's changed, but back then there was just one bar, right? And I feel like it didn't go tight. It's probably because you know when you're a kid, it can only go down so far, especially if you're riding with an adult, it stops where you know they are, so it's not gonna come all the way down, right? Because I remember it being loose. And I remember like feeling like I was gonna fly out. And like I remember Timmy Joe's mom had to like hold me down. And nope, that once, and I'm like, I'm never riding that again. Like I literally felt like I was gonna fly out, but I was like, I was young. I don't even know how young I was, but I was probably, I don't even guess, but I was young, really young. And I was like, oh my God. It almost scared me as like to ride other roller coasters because I'm like, are they all gonna be like that? Like, I do not like that. But no, it was just that one. I hated that. I hated it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I probably would you be mad if I did that tomorrow night? Just be looking for that premiere because I'll have to make sure I have to find the one where I edited out the music because I can still get copyright. So I gotta find the one because I had it all when I played it that first time. I had the one where I played where I had, you know, the music taken out and all that stuff. So I was good on copyright issues. So I gotta find that one. And if I can't find it, I gotta make sure I get that one and edit out the music, and then I have to export it and then upload it onto YouTube, and they have to do all the checks. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not alive. And then, so let me do it tomorrow. I got to get a thumbnail, but be looking for it tomorrow. I'll premiere it maybe, what, 8 o'clock maybe? Look for it around 8 o'clock tomorrow. Unless maybe 6 if you want it earlier. Let's do 6. What do you think? 6? I'll shoot for 6. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye. Oh, and look out for shorts. I'm trying to put out more shorts. I've been wanting to, and now their new policy is gonna kind of motivate me to put out more shorts. So now, and I don't know if I'm even gonna ever be able to make quota, but now they're making quotas higher for monetization. So for regular videos, if you already are in it, since you run your own ads, I'm good just for new people trying to get monetized. But for the shorts, so if you guys don't know, TikTok does it like this too, and YouTube for shorts, you don't get paid per your ads. There's like a creator fund, and I don't know how they divvy it up, but it's a creator fund. And what they do is, depending on your channel and how many views you get, they divvy it out per that or whatever. And you don't get shorts, you get paid crap. Like I have, like I think that one I almost have at the time I last checked, I think I had like 600,000 views on that Celeste video. I think I made like $3, maybe not even. So you get paid crap with shorts, but I use it to, you know, help promote the channel and get people in, right? But now what they're doing is, and plus I think you have to just do a ton of shorts and get really high views. And the more shorts, I think the more your views will go up, hopefully, to make any money. But they're making you now, they're going to kick everybody off unless if you have, it's starting to January, you have to have 10 million views within 3 months, and then you could stay on it where you can make any money. If not, all the shorts, you don't get anything for. It'll just be nothing. So I'm trying to like get, because I feel like once I get into that, make that quota, I won't have to worry about it in the future. So I'm trying to like get that. I don't know if I'll be able to, but try to make that quota before January. That seems like a lot though. 10 million views. Ah. So I'm gonna just put up a bunch of shorts. I've been wanting to do that anyway, because why not? Like, let's get some shorts out. So I'm gonna see if I can make it. And it'll motivate me to put more out, you know, because it is good to get them out. And I just keep slacking. Like I'll do a live and I'll think, okay, I'm gonna do some shorts from that live, because sometimes lives are long and people miss good information. And I was like, I gotta get some shorts out, and then I just end up not doing it. So it's gonna be motivation, but yeah, I could try. I've been thinking about using other platforms. All right, bye guys.